So, we got some Spider-Man news, man. Spiderverse, Into the Spiderverse. There's been so many problems with that movie. At least, when is it going to happen? That's kind of a problem. Nobody knows. Backing up because of the artists were treated misfairly. Misfairly? Sure. But either way, there's a new report that the cast, they haven't started filming, shooting anything. So when is this movie coming out? We'll discuss that. Yesterday, I talked about how I had heard that they wanted Natalie Portman come back for Ahsoka in the, the War Between Worlds, and that they wanted it to happen. And within seconds, our friends over at Star Wars News Net said they heard otherwise, that it's not true. Sticking by what I heard, man. It's hilarious, though, too, because you get people who just go, it's debunked. I don't know if that's true. I'll tell you that so far, track record of the person who told me this stuff, whether it was the fact that the mountain was going to be recast, or the mountain was going to be cast for Rey, or Balin being recast, whether it was Embo, whether it was Hayden, has been money. So I'm gonna say that those conversations were real. That's what I'm saying. There's other things going on, tons of other things in these stories. And we'll talk about it. We got TV picks. We got Mike and Roxy back. I'm pumped for that. So let's get into it. It's myself. It's Mike. It's Roxy. It's the show. Hell yeah, everybody. That's the show. That's me stalling because I can't find the intro. Oh, there it is.
Mustard.
Welcome back to the Kristian Harloff Show. Thanks for being here today. I want to thank my co-hosts for being here today. First, the lovely Roxy Ann Stryer. Hello, Roxy.
Hi, good morning.
It's like a DC reunion here as Mike Kalinowski with a much better camera, thank the Lord Jesus. They don't look like you're shooting with a potato or a BlackBerry.
Look at you. Fucking got jokes. You're a comedian and you got jokes.
The good jokes, but you look so much better. So much
How are
better.
the good jokes? Let's fix this light here.
Yeah, well, there you go. Fix it. You should fix it while we're on the air. That makes a lot of sense.
Jesus.
Better. And then you said he's got jokes, which feels like that. I think he's complimenting you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fuzzy though.
11.
What's
I think
that?
I think we're at 11 questions already going
Whoa.
into it, which is pretty good.
Oh
because-
Jesus!
Whoa.
Nah, I'm
That's
disappointed
good.
from last week. There was some BS
I
last
wouldn't.
week.
No, see, I'm so tired of you. And it's like the schmodown all over again. It's like complaining. It's all you do.
He is 1,000% accurate.
What?
Thank you, Rox.
I mean, 1,000,000%.
What
We
is-
all know it's rigged. We all
Rigged?
know.
How is it
Fake.
rigged?
Rigged.
I mean,
It's
rigged.
rigged based on the days of the week.
So
That's
you're,
what
all
it's
right.
rigged by.
So would you like to try a Friday? Would you like
No,
to?
I can't. I have DJ show on Friday.
So why don't you tell DJ that you're going to
I
have
am
one
Friday
week that you're
this
trying
week.
to prove a
We're gonna
point.
see.
Yeah. Well, Mike's on this Friday on
You're
Capes
on
and
2
Ghosts.
times this week?
Mike's
I've
on
been trying
2
to get
times.
on 2 times a week forever.
You're never available.
I'm always available.
What'd you
except
just
for
say?
this Friday.
This Friday. So why don't we find a Friday to do,
I can't
and we'll
ever do Fridays, but
you
I
can
do
switch.
Thursdays, and
Tell
Thursdays.
tell DJ that you're trying to prove a point with one
what?
thing.
It's my job.
See if he can move you to another
You don't
day.
try to prove a point and lose your
See if he can move you to another day.
You can't. We shoot right.
Can't pre-tape? You got to
He
be
has a
live.
Baby, you
Gotta be
know what
live?
it's like. You know what it's like. His wife is a nurse.
You guys go live?
Yeah, we
You
go
guys go live?
Yeah, we go
You
live on
pre-tape.
Fridays. No, we go live.
Go pre-tape.
Fuck it. We'll go live. We'll
Yeah.
do it live.
Do it live.
Fuck it.
Anyway.
Kristian, this morning, you have got the energy, man.
I do?
Yeah, you've
Nice.
got it.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we have some stuff to talk about. And it's a lot. And there's a lot of great TV picks today, which I'm excited about.
Oh, yeah. I really came in hot.
You did. You gave me a lot of good ones
Yeah.
today. So we'll be talking about that. Oh, Rox, I got to tell you, because I know we have a lot of questions already that came in for her. But you were not wrong. We said this as I was going, you're like, Sam's a star. Sam's going to be a star. People love Sam.
Oh, wait, I said that.
You did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, Sam's a star. And guess what I also found? So
Yeah. Sam's awesome.
So we were talking because Sam watches the show, and
Last week, people were like, "We like Sam better than Roxy," and I was like, "Get in line."
yeah, right. Who do you think Sam watches the show? Who do you think Sam's favorite is out of everybody?
Steph.
You think Steph is her favorite? Who do you think her
That's
favorite
everybody's
is?
favorite on the planet.
Roka.
Her favorite is Roxy.
Yes,
Hey.
Rox.
Yeah.
Roka was your guess. You think Sam?
Latino, fellow Latino. But no,
Yeah,
she.
I love Roka, but I wouldn't think Sam's favorite would be Roka.
No, it's yours. You're her favorite.
Let's go, girl.
So, and she loves big balls, though. That's the thing. Loves.
Yeah, we're not aligned on that.
Not aligned on that one.
Did you know that people message me and they're like, "Get over it, Roxy. Big balls is here to stay." I'm like,
He's here to stay. Yeah.
okay. And you know what I didn't just say there, Kristian?
What?
I did not say everyone messages me.
You said some people.
I said, yeah, some people.
I've messaged you from time to time. Hey,
That
can we
Mike
bury?
noticed that you had balls and that were big until last week. Mike, have you not been paying attention to his name?
I don't pay attention to anything Harloff does.
Me? I'm not Harloff. I'm your savior. That's right. Yeah, don't flick it.
Oh,
Don't
wrong
flick it.
side.
Mike,
you're on
look
the right
over-
side. You're on the right side, fucko.
How's that feel? Big
Yeah.
balls.
How about this? I got my sunglasses on. Yeah, come on. Jiggle them from the bottom up. That's right. Now, I'm done talking to your stupid has-been ass. Hey, listen, can we bury the hatchet?
No,
Why?
because I legitimately hate you.
No. Come on, you wouldn't go
I
on a
hate,
date
I
with me.
think 5 people on the planet, and you're one of them.
Well, I'm not that person, so that makes no sense. I'm a chipmunk.
You're right. If you're not a person, then you can't be on the show. Where's your 1099?
Uh-oh.
Your
I got a
taxes.
question. Last question, and then I'll leave you. Would you take me on a date with you? And not me and you on a date. Stick me in your purse. And if there's some kind of asshole that you're dealing with, I'll jump out and shit in his pasta.
No, but I do have a thing to tell you about dating.
Ooh, okay, tell me.
Oh no! Here. Oh God, I missed these. Let's
It's
go.
not for big balls, though. I can
No.
only tell you when big balls leaves.
Because I don't take it serious. Okay, that's fine. And
Yeah.
the second one is... I forgot.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy. Get out of here, will you? I've had enough of you. Someone mentions your name doesn't mean you have to show up. Anyway, well, good. I'm glad people are messaging you about that. Let's get into these topics because we got it. We got some great ones.
I can't believe you literally didn't want to just hear about my date.
I
but
do.
okay.
Well, we're going to
do?
talk about it later. We got to get to this topic first. Spider-Verse 3. These stars have still not recorded. What? Sony Pictures. That's Sony. They make movies. Well, finally announced it's Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse directors back in December, the duo of Bob Persichetti and Justin K. Thompson taking on the task. That's Chris Hemsworth. Female gays are called lesbians. At the time, executive producer and writer Chris Miller said the duo had been attached to the movie from the start, but the announcement was held off until then. Despite this, concerns are still swirling over Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and how long it will be before the film hits cinemas. An update has come today from actor Gerald Jerome, who voices the alternate universe Miles G. Morales, the Prowler in the film, talking to the Decider, the sister of Collider. I'm just kidding. He was asked whether he's been production on the film. He's responded, "No, I wish. We haven't started up yet. There's a lot of things being figured out, but good things." Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse was originally planned to be released in March 2024 before being pulled and remained undated. Now, the best estimates are a third film is not going to happen until 2027, leaving the question, will anyone care? Mike, this is more news, and we've talked about this. Oh, good. I was worried you weren't going to be consistent. Your camera looks like shit again. So what's
What happened?
I don't know.
You're
Roxy's
just a
looks
big
better.
pixel.
Better?
You're
No,
a pixel.
Is it? Am I?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
Does
All right,
it?
Roxy, let's go with you first.
It seems like a Wi-Fi thing, Mike.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Roxy. What do you think about this story?
I feel like I'm the least qualified to answer this one. But I think that we know that these have been getting delayed and delayed and delayed. So I don't know, like, what kind of big hot take opinion I could even have on this. Just okay.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It just seems like we keep getting delayed for this movie, and the fact that they haven't started shooting yet. I mean, that's it's not the best.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think as a society, sometimes we can't have it both ways. We want the best movie humanly possible, and we want it now, and we don't want people to be paid unfairly, and we don't want people to be overworked, and we
Right.
don't want to see what we've already seen before, and we want other actors to be in a million other things too. So it's like something's got to give somewhere at some points. So it's not surprising, but like you said, bummer.
Yeah, Mike, what do you think?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. I think it's that, like Rocky said, it's a 3-tier stool. You can have it fast, cheap, or good. You can only have 2 of those. You can't have 3. But I don't know, man. It seemed like Spider-Verse came out the first one, and there wasn't the plans for a second or two or three right away. But a massive hit. We got a new more. We had a planned trilogy, and then didn't you guys always think that 2 and 3 were being done together? Like,
yes,
they knew that. They were gonna, and
Yeah.
so the fact that now they're not even close to, like, something massive happened, and I don't think it just had to do with the people being overpaid or underpaid. Like, something really big happened that said this script sucks. We're firing this director.
Well,
I don't know, man.
the initial thing.
Who knows?
Well, the initial thing was that it was, the animators were just kind of being overworked, and there was that big report that
Right.
came out there, so they wanted to make sure that all went down. And then there was reports that Snyder had some. Snyder did say, and everyone, this is something we'll get into with this Ahsoka story in a second too. It's amazing how when you put a story out and people, if someone else says nope, not true, then everyone goes after the other person. Like Snyder, they went after Snyder so like nope, no, nothing wrong. Clearly, Snyder was onto something because there's a lot going on with this movie. There's a lot going on with this movie. Now, he didn't necessarily say the movie's not going to happen. He just said there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that are going down.
Yeah.
And so I think that's proved to be true. It seems like he said, the actor said the same thing. He's like, there's good things happening right now, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So they can't start shooting. The one thing we all know, the three of us know, this movie is going to happen. And one way or another, even if it comes out in 2037, it's still going to come out because it was a moneymaker 1 and 2, and people are and it doesn't matter when this movie comes out. The story was so good with 1 and 2, and it's such a cliffhanger on 2 that everybody wants to see how it's going to end. It doesn't matter how long of a delay you have because you want to see how it ends.
And because the actor's aging is not a problem.
That's exactly right. Yeah, and you can't. Now, you look at something, and another one where that's similar was like Avatar. Avatar, the first movie came out in 2009, and the last one came out, 2 years ago? So it was however many years later, although they're finally doing, now they're in the 2 to 3 years in between movies, and everybody said the same thing about that movie. Is anyone going to care? It's so much longer. But I think, Roxy, it's very similar to that point, though, where the majority of people, you didn't really matter about the aging in that movie either. So,
No.
It's a great point.
They just have the luxury that live action and full live action movies don't have. I don't know what we call Avatar, but I just mean like when you're looking at a human face on screen. And that's cool. And it means that they can take more time. I guess back to what Mike was saying, to also what I was originally saying, my preference is that something is done well.
Yeah.
If we're looking at all of the tiers, speed is not number one for me. And I know it is for some other people. But we'll talk about Severance later. But it took 3 years to get a new season of Severance. And we heard that there was issues with the 2 co-showrunners or EPs and that they weren't sure what they were doing. But then once they figured out what they were doing moving forward, they felt confident. And then we got an unbelievable premiere episode. And I feel like it's going to be an even better sophomore season than freshman season. So I would so much rather that than be like, we got to get there. We got to get there. Because they really don't need to. We will all stay invested and tuned in.
Yeah, I agree, and I think this is one of those things I mean, look, we all want it for selfish reasons too. We all want it to come out a little earlier, but you take the time and you close it out, and I think that's what they're going to do though too. Is they're going to close this thing out pretty well, and then that's the end of it. I mean, they'll probably spin it off into other spin-off movies and other characters and things of that nature. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is who cares? Yeah, they haven't started shooting. Is there a big problem with this movie? Is there going to be more problems? Because it does start to if it starts to push into the 2028, 2029, 2030, do you think that we'll care? Put your comments in there. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get into that story, man. Yesterday, I had heard the first thing I'll say is this: from the same crew, whether it was, I told you I'd heard about the Jeremy Allen White thing a while before it was announced. I heard about the Balin being replaced a while before it was announced. I decided to talk about the Hayden and Ewan returning, the main villain Mando, and all those seem to be on course. So when I heard that they were discussing that they wanted to have Natalie Portman return to Clone Wars, I still feel like they're still having that conversation. And then again, friends of the show, Star Wars Newsnet heard they heard that is not the case, that she hasn't been they haven't wanted her to come back, or she wasn't talking to them or whatever it was. But I don't know. Like I said, the accuracy on from what I heard, I still believe that it's a possibility. This is why when someone says it's not the case, okay, how do you know that for sure? It's not the case. I'm just telling you that for the asshole face who decided to tweet me and write an L with a smile, who never put anything else on Twitter beforehand, but besides that, if she is announced, whether it's Celebration or if she shows up, you have to come back and sing a song about how you like pumpkins to get smashed upside your head because you like it on Thursdays. That's my deal. That if you're going to just tweet out something ridiculous, then you have to sing something ridiculous. That's how this works. That's the new world. So let's read this story. I think that all makes sense. Okay. Maybe Roxy's right. Maybe I am in that kind of mood today. Natalie Portman not in talks for Ahsoka season 2. Dark Horizons not posting the original article, but did write not in talks for season 2. Star Wars rumor that had gained a bit of traction over the weekend has quickly been shot down. Recent scooper, Kristian Harloff. I am definitely not a scooper, but thank you. Reported that actress Natalie Portman was potentially close to signing a deal. I said she was definitely in talks. I said that Filoni definitely wanted her to come back and potentially for World Between Worlds. The scooper claimed that Filoni had been working hard. I still stand by that he wants her in it. Believes the two sides are close to releasing it. I said we'll see whether or not she decides to or not. It also follows on reports the new season will bring back Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, and Hayden Christensen, which I stand by, effectively serving as a reunion for the trilogy cast members, presumably for a flashback or World Between Worlds vision. However, long-running Star Wars Newsnet has shot down the report. They claim that according to their source, rumor is not accurate, and Portman's not even in talks, yet alone close to a deal. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys. You guys are watching. I don't know if I said she was close to a deal. I said that they wanted her, and that we'll have to see because of schedule and everything too, and whether or not she wants to do it. But they want her. But double check from what I said yesterday. Anyway, Portman has not appeared in any Star Wars project in 20 years, but did indicate in 2023 she was open to return. So anyway, this is more like, and I was pretty clear when I said this yesterday too. It's possible that she's not going to be available and she won't be able to do it. But I still stand by that they want her to do it. Still stand by that they probably War Between Worlds, especially if they're going to get Ewan and Hayden in it. And I stand by the fact that the peeps have been telling me this are pretty accurate with all the stuff that they've been saying thus far. So, Roxy, you didn't even hear about this story yesterday.
No, of course I didn't. But did you guys hear Bill Burr during the LA fires? And he went on, I forget what late night show, but he was talking about like how everybody now is a fire expert. Like, oh, you guys messed up the water, take it from the ocean. Why'd you do this and all that? Did you guys hear his bit on this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it was unbelievable. Kristian, you hear this?
Oh yeah, about
about everybody being a fire expert now.
Yes.
I feel that way about the internet all the time, and I feel that here, like even in the chat right now, everybody's like, "You got to take the L. We know you're wrong on this." Like, I'm sorry, did you guys in the chat all work for Lucasfilm? I missed that. If you do, unreal. But it's just like,
right.
It is so strange to me how everybody all of a sudden, like, because one. And I don't know whether you're right or wrong. I have
they very well could be accurate that she's not going to do it, but it doesn't take away from the fact of what I heard and the idea that they are talking about it. It's like, no, it's also debunked.
It doesn't make anybody in the chat more knowledgeable on the subject than you are. I love you guys in the chat, and you guys are tend to be at least 50% kind to me, so I appreciate that. That's better than most of the webs. But in general, this is something that I see with every fandom. Like if you say any kind of thing like, oh, I heard this thing, they'll be like, no, this is what's happening. And it's like, oh, are you breaking your NDA? I didn't know you guys worked for them. That is so cool.
But it's also shows you though too, like even with the websites, this is like, and again, I have nothing. I love Star Wars News Net. I love Miguel over there. I love everyone over there. And like I said, they very well could hear from their source who says no, there's no accuracy to her coming back, and she could not come back, right? So very possible. But the fact that what's hilarious is that they write it, and no one else. This shows you how the website game in general works. They write it, and so everyone else goes, nope, debunked. How do you know? Have you seen the show?
I don't know.
Do you think, Roxy, do you think that if she does show up, that any one of those shows are going to come back and go, oh, it turns out he was right? No way. No way. I don't need it. I don't need them to.
I don't know whether I care if she comes back or not. Yeah. I like her as an actor. Obviously, she's an amazing actress, so sure. But now I'm very invested because I love when people have to eat crow. It's just so fun.
Now I wanted to show up just because of that, right?
Now I want her to show up in the weirdest way possible. But let me ask you this, because you guys know I am such a casual Star Wars fan. Show up as what? What's the rumor?
There would be the idea, from what I heard, is that they want her to do the basically the World Between Worlds stuff, to where she would come in and it would probably be so brief. Like, where did you see? You haven't seen Ahsoka, so you wouldn't know. So in the World Between Worlds in Ahsoka, she has a vision with Hayden Christensen as Anakin, younger Anakin, taking her through the Clone Wars and everything too. And
was it to reprise her role? It's not for a voiceover.
No. It would be to reprise as Padme. But the question is, and like I said yesterday, I don't think, and if I did say that, then I'm sorry that I did, but I don't think I ever said that she's close to signing. I think that they said that they wanted her in there.
They did put it in quotes, so that would be really odd.
I wonder. I mean, the audience can tell me if I said it. What I had heard is that he wanted her to do it, and I think they had definitely brought it up to her. But like, hey, maybe that's not the case. I don't know. Maybe they.
Do you guys to this day have a hard time telling Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley apart?
Well, you know the Phantom Menace. Do you know the Phantom Menace connection there?
That they in the movie that they play each other.
Yeah. That's okay, I wasn't sure if you knew that.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yes,
that's why
I think that's why. But yeah, I think that it's changed over the years, but I definitely see I see more of a Keira Knightley and Daisy Ridley thing.
I cannot tell them apart.
Oh, okay.
Mikey,
I can tell them apart.
Yeah. What do you think about this whole story, Mike? First of all, do you think that if she did come back, the World Between Worlds stuff, that's probably where obviously that it would be cool to see her kind of pop up. But then again, look, like I said yesterday, very possible she's not available, can't do it, and is not able to. Now, I think it's total BS. If you asked Filoni if he wants her to come back, there's no world where he says, no, it's not true. I don't want her to come back. Bullshit. Of course you do.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like one of those things. It seems like a lot of the people, when they bring back like Christensen and other characters, where it's a, I could see the love of that, but like Portland, like did the Star Wars and moved on. Like it was like,
but she did say she'd be open to return.
It's not like she got a lot of backlash and has this resurgence with the fans loving her now in the role. Like she kind of escaped the Phantom Menace stuff pretty well. Any backlash that those films had, she escaped it pretty well.
I don't know, dude. If you listen to her talk about it, she talked about it after she did it. She said it was hard to get work right away because people thought she was a bad actress. She talked about it on Josh Horwitz's show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she said, but eventually.
I mean, I always use her as an example to show that some directors are actor directors and others are not. Like, you look at Portman, there's no denying she's an incredibly talented actress, but in those films, she comes off a little wooden and
same with Hayden. Look at the difference between Hayden and Ahsoka and Hayden in the prequels.
Yeah, but also it's like but then you got Ewan McGregor thrown in there, and he comes in with the ideas of what he's doing.
Right.
It's not. It's just a different actor and a different director and what they're used to.
Yeah. Well, either way. So, like I said, it's very possible that this time, maybe the peeps I heard it from, just it didn't pan out in the same way that the other ones did. But like everything else has been dead on accurate. So it's either accurate or it isn't. We'll find out from the show, and we'll find out, and we may not even find out if it was like, okay, you know what, she was close to joining, but we're not telling that fucking asshole to get any credit for this. So she was not going to show up. We got close, but don't say anything.
The Dome cooking show is so toxic. I'm sorry.
What is?
There's just some people in your chat. I love your fans because they're so amazing. But like, look at the ratings, dude. Over it. It's like just like
Ratings
get your
on
own
what?
show, bro. Like he said she's not gonna sell out to this shit. Sell out to Star Wars.
But why is that? But here's okay. Wait a minute though. But wait, there's two
Right,
things.
give me the fuck up.
But
She's
why?
not gonna sell out to Star
But
Wars.
why? But here's the thing though. Why would you say like? I do think that term is a bit overused. I don't know if I would use toxic to say. I think I'd be dopey. I think dopey is for the comments of not selling out to Star Wars is to say that
Your ratings
dopey.
on your show are low, Kristian. Get over it. Move on. That's
he's talking about the rate. Oh, is that what he said? Well, then maybe he is toxic. No, but he's dopey.
I mean, I guess it's just like you're right. I don't know. At this point, toxic's such slang that
I know, but it's just I just think it's overused.
It's just so funny. Don't sell out to Star Wars. It's like, you know, I was just IMDbing Natalie Portman because I was thinking like, what kind of thing is she focusing on right now?
Right.
Would this be aligned with what she wants to do? Because she's part of loved franchises.
Yeah.
But she's actually been part of some people's least favorite things of the loved franchises, like being part of some of the Thor movies that people really don't like, being part of the prequels, which a lot of people really don't like. So that's kind of a bummer for her because she is such a great actress. But I don't know anybody who's like my favorite MCU character or my favorite Star Wars character. So I think it'd be really cool to have her in a big tentpole where she is the most loved character. Maybe it's time to jump over to DC. Yeah. Don't sell out to that shit.
I know. And I'd actually like to see her. I want to see her return. I mean, obviously I have my own personal stake in it too, because I want to see if more so to
me too. We do.
And I don't need anyone to say you're right. I just want to see if the websites who right away wrote debunked are like, maybe it wasn't debunked. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But
I want to see her sell out is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
We'll see it. Okay, listen. Before we move on, because we're going to get some other topics. We got a lot of great topics. And we got some TV that I really want to hear about. I got to tell you guys about two of our great sponsors here today. I told you about them yesterday. I've told you about them before with Roxy, and Roxy can speak about it also after we're done. I'll tell you about BetterHelp, tell you about Prolon. I'll tell you today, this episode is brought to you by our friends over at BetterHelp. I've talked to you guys many times about BetterHelp. I've talked to you about Roxy and BetterHelp and how that's helped her tremendously in her life. And I know that it's benefited her. And this is January, man. And it brings you over 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. In 2025, maybe you're ready for a plot twist, or maybe there's a part of your story you've been wanting to revise. And life's not about resolutions that fade in February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. I think of it more or less as therapy is kind of like an editorial partner. It helps you write new chapters, and it creates the meaningful story that you deserve to live. And I think that works out for everybody. As I mentioned with Roxy, it helped. It has helped people in my family. It has helped. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable, convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a device network of more than 30,000 credential therapists with a wide range of specialties. You can switch therapists anytime, no extra cost. Write your story with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/bigthing today. You get 10% off your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/bigthing. I have also told you guys, I've told you, and I told you last week, I'm going to tell you again about Prolon. Man, this was cool so far. Even my wife and I were discussing it the other day. Because I was like, look, I'm trying this challenge thing. I need to do it. You want to get that post-holiday reset. And it's pretty amazing. So you guys don't know, the new year again, it's here, and I started a reset already after the holidays because of the indulgences, and I wanted to jumpstart my health in 2025. So I started with Prolon. It's that 5-day program. It's fasting, but it's with food. What? Yeah. I can nourish my body while experiencing benefits like fat loss and enhanced skin appearance and improved energy. And so with January fasting challenges, I have expert support, I have guidance, and a community to keep me on track. So basically what you do if you're craving a post-holiday reset, this is the best. So I'm starting it. It is a 5-day program, and it really is a game changer. Right? You nourish your body while you let the experience the benefits of fasting, like fat loss, better skin, improved energy. The meals that they come with, it's prepackaged, zero guesswork, which is exactly what I needed after the holiday. I can tell you that. So it's a structured way to rejuvenate and start the year feeling lighter, more energized, and ready to tackle anything. So ready to make 2025 your healthiest year? If you are, you got to order the Prolon 5-day kit. You go to prolonlife.com/bigthing and you join in on their fasting challenge today. New groups start every Sunday in January. And Prolon is offering the listeners of this show 15% off their 5-day nutrition program for your post-holiday glow up when you go to prolonlife.com/bigthing. One more time, prolonlife.com/bigthing. All right, thank you to Prolon and, of course, to BetterHelp. And Rox, we talked about it many times over. You're loving BetterHelp still, I assume?
Yeah, it's the best. My therapist messaged me like multiple times during the fires throughout checking in. And it's nice, you guys know I live alone, and like having somebody who was consistently being like, "Are you safe? Are you okay? Here are some things you can do to regulate this."
Right.
Like it was just, that was like, when you're in a crisis mode, it's so important to already have something in place.
Yeah.
So I was really especially grateful for that.
I'm excited that first of all, that's great that you have somebody that's checking in on you all the time too.
Yeah.
And I've talked to people about it, and I'm glad that it's helped you so much. And first of all, and I've told you this before off here, I'll tell you again, thank you for allowing us to mention you when we're talking about it throughout. So because I think it means a lot. Go ahead, Mike.
No, it's just interesting. I don't want to speak anything, but like, so I was going through therapy, but it's outside. I was doing with my insurance, and I had some issue with the insurance, and they forgot to like do a code, so it was like billing me, and I had to straighten it out. So I took some time off from it to get it straightened out. And I didn't hear anything from my therapist.
Yeah, well, you should
BetterHelp.
You should set up
like
for sure.
Not even like it was like months. She's like, not like, hey, you okay? Just making sure. Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I know this is like, I'm sure that this is what all the best therapists do, but like, I really feel like she gives a shit about me, which is a nice feeling. Like, it's nice to feel like somebody legitimately cares.
And it's been a bit, but well, anyway, you can find links to both in the description. If I haven't put the links in the description, I'm sure either PLD or Luke will do that for me soon. And we're going to move on to our next story. But Roxy, you're going to tell a dating story. You want to tell something?
It's not even really, it's so funny because the second I said that, everybody was like, "Oh, no wonder she's so happy today. Like, oh, she's got the glow." It's not a good dating story. None of them are. This is just something that I was going to tell you guys, because I like grew a pair of balls and did something that I've never done before, and it did not pan out well.
What happened?
I saw someone online that I think is so cute. Okay. And I slid in his DMs.
Oh,
I've never done that before.
Famous person?
No. So what happened was I saw him on Hinge.
Oh.
And on Hinge, it said on his thing, and sometimes people write this like, "I'm not on here a lot. This is my Instagram. Feel free to message me there." And I was like, I'm going to do that. He seems like so my speed. He was really like witty in his remarks. Then when I did go to his Instagram to message him, he does have a little following. Because I think that I actually don't know exactly why he does have a little following. Like little following like me, not like.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I started watching some of his like videos or whatever, and I just thought, like, I think we would get on like a house on fire. Like, this just seems like my speed of person. So I sent him a message, and he did not respond.
Oh, well, when did you send the message?
A couple days ago.
Give it time.
I don't even know that he's going to be able to see it, because it doesn't show up as, it shows up like, it goes to the other folder if you don't follow somebody. But I was like, I'm never doing this again. And it took me so long to think about, like, what the fuck do I say? Right. It's really uncomfortable. I felt really.
You're overthinking it.
You're overthinking
really?
it. I agree.
I've never slid in anybody's DMs ever in my life before.
So what? Yeah. So what? So you took a shot.
There's days.
Yeah.
I don't even have whatever, but there's days I'll like, oh shit, I mean my inbox, and I'll go in there and it's just like, hey man, I wanted to buy your book. Where can I get it? Like, I'm like, damn it. And
Yeah.
so 2 weeks ago, this guy sent this. That feels like shit now. So I wouldn't. He'll get. I mean, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
and
he
like
posted.
also,
He did say follow me on Instagram on his Hinge, right? So I think
right. That's
just
why
more
I did it.
preferable.
So like,
Is he on Twitter? Or so? Try and get all his socials. Stalk
oh my
him.
God,
That'll
Mikey.
That'll go well.
I think that's really bad advice.
What to what?
He said try him on all of his.
No,
socials.
don't. That's bad advice. Don't do that.
I think that's bad advice.
Yeah, don't do
Listen,
that. Don't do that.
The reason I'm feeling so weird about it is I don't know how to phrase this less conceited, so I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people sliding in my DMs all the time. And I would quite literally never, ever go on a date with somebody who slid in my DMs because they know me from, I think I've talked about this before. I don't respond privately to anybody I don't have a private relationship with. I respond publicly. So people who slide in my DMs, if they say something nice to me and they're public, I'll go right on their wall. I won't respond to them behind closed doors. I've just been a part of too many places and things where it's just, I think it gets messy and I just don't want anything behind closed doors ever with somebody that I haven't met. So I would never respond to somebody who slid in my DMs. It would make me really uncomfortable.
What if they were hot as balls?
Never. I would never.
Okay.
So the reason I'm saying that is I only did this because on his Hinge he said
that's where you hit me up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I feel
anybody
really
you know
weird.
anybody,
And like
you know anybody who knows him?
you can't delete a message. So like
No,
he'll
sorry.
know in like 5, say I'm like married with
do
kids.
you know anybody who knows him?
No, we don't have
No.
any mutual friends. I actually don't even know if he lives in LA. I think so because I saw him on Hinge.
Poor Mike. He finally gets his camera looking decent, but his internet sucks. Look at him. He's just frozen. Completely frozen. It's amazing. Anyway. Well, yeah, I think I agree with Mike. I think you're overthinking it. And I think that it's a dude, so it's possible that he writes you back in like 2 or 3 weeks. What I would tell you is this. This is what you shouldn't do, because I feel like some people might do this. If he writes you back in 3 weeks from now, don't be like, oh, well, it took him too long. Don't do
No,
that.
I don't think he's read it. That's what.
That's exactly
you can
right.
see when somebody's read something
Right.
on Instagram.
Right. So don't worry about it, and then just go on with your life and don't think about it.
No, I am. I just feel so uncomfortable that I did that.
Don't. I think I applaud you for it. I think it was ballsy.
I haven't been. I just got back on the app, and like
Yeah,
I've
good
just
for you.
not been that into it. And
Listen to me.
I
Listen to
thought
me.
he was cute.
Listen
I don't
to me.
know.
Listen to me. There is nothing for you to be awkward about or ashamed about for that. That is awesome. Good for you that you did that.
I think I wrote something weird, Kristian.
What did you? Now that's another story. What'd you write? Hey, I
Oh
wanna
no, here
smell
we
you.
go. Here's
here's
part 2.
Hey, that's right. Right. You left this part out. Hey, listen, you look like you smell good. You want to come over?
No, I read it back. When you're not getting a response. So
What did you write? Tell us
I
what you
said
wrote.
that I thought he was so stinking cute, which I do.
Thinking cute.
Here, Mike.
Roxy's going down the swingers route. It's gonna be John Favreau and swinger here.
Here's the problem with that. If I hear you say it because I know you, I'm like, that's nice. I don't know you though. You know what I mean?
I know.
I don't. That one I don't love. I don't love stinking cute.
I know. You
Yeah,
think
that's what every guy
love it? I don't
wants to be
love
heard.
it.
I'll tell you, stinking cute.
No, I don't talk to
Cute.
you.
I'm so cute. I'm stinking cute. I'm big.
Guys, he is so stinking cute.
Write me a DM. I'll send you a DM. You're looking at what I would send you too. Right there. Look down. No? Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, should I read you guys the full message? And you tell me if it's
Oh
better?
God.
Sure.
Here we go.
Might as
Here
well.
we go.
Play. Yeah.
All right, let me find it.
Should introduce him to your neighbor.
How do I delete it? Do you think I can? No, I can't.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I said, I think it's worse even than I'm.
Come on, this is really
Okay,
stinking
I said-
cute. Do it.
I said, I'm walking way out of my comfort zone, and I've quite literally never slid into a single person's DMs, but our city is on fire, so why the fuck not? You popped up on Hinge. You're so stinking cute. I wanted to say hi, so hi.
It's not terrible.
Is it so bad?
I thought that was because I thought it was the only thing you wrote.
That's not bad.
In context, it's not bad. In context, it's not bad. In context, it's not bad. It's not stinking cute. I mean, I think stinking could have been left out, but even though it wasn't,
why did I write it? Why did I write it?
I think you just got. I don't think.
Yeah,
you were
but then
it.
even if she's just like, I think you're so cute. I'm like,
yeah.
I write how I talk, and that's what I say to like. If I was telling you guys, I'd be like, "Oh,
turns
my God,
out it was
so
Kaiser.
Cute. I'm so upset.
Well, don't worry about it.
yeah,
I think you're fine.
don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you, Sam, my only friend who thinks there's nothing wrong with it. I thought it was brilliant.
I think it was fine. And
clearly, it's not worked. So
what about the next door neighbor? She been getting pounded lately?
No, I think she left for the fires.
Oh, makes sense.
Which is good for me.
Well, she's been stinking
What's
out.
this? What am I missing?
Oh, forget it. It's too long.
Oh
of a story.
my God.
Never mind. Where you been?
What's wrong?
Don't worry about it. All right. Next story. This is from Mike. I did this for Mike. Mission Impossible 8. Apparently, the action is heart-stopping. Filmmaker Christopher McQuarrie has teased that the upcoming Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is so intense that it might not be for the faint-hearted. The film marks the 8th overall Mission movie and quite possibly the final one for the franchise. McQuarrie confirms to Empire that they held an early screening for the film, and one audience member had a reaction. We had a small screening, and someone said I was suffocating through the entire sequence. I almost had a heart attack. And though I guess we did something right, because right after we found the guy just shit his pants. No, he didn't say that. McQuarrie didn't reveal what action sequence impacted the audience member, though multiple sequences in the trailer suggest it could be either the submarine or mid-air biplane dogfight. Alternatively, it could be a sequence not yet revealed. The project marks the end of McQuarrie's decade-long stint in the franchise, which began with Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. Tom Cruise, meanwhile, has been making this film since 1996. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning stars Haley Atwell and a whole bunch of other people. Okay. So this is something, Mike, that I'm sure you're A, not surprised to hear, B, very surprised to hear. What does your BlackBerry have to say about that?
I'm not surprised to hear it because, like, I could totally see that happening. I mean, how many times?
Perfect.
Like that one scene, he's head top of the plane, talking to the camera, like, we'll see you in the movies. And
how many gigs do you have on your?
Like, your computer's so stinking cute.
He doesn't even. He has no clue because it takes about 20 seconds for it to catch up. So you're pretty crystal clear right now, Roxy.
Good.
Yeah, but
good on the day that I spread pimple.
It doesn't work right now.
It's not the best.
We missed 90% of what you said.
Yeah,
but I got the energy from you.
Yeah. Someone said, "Is Mike on Wi-Fi and not on hardwired?" Hardwired?
I am, because that's why my MacBook Air, they don't have the fucking plug to put your landline into because it's Apple and everything's got to be fucking different.
Do you have fast service? You need an upgrade?
Plug a landline into my MacBook Air. What else? Life doesn't. Life's like.
Hold on. This is.
I think this is maybe why Mike's therapist didn't.
No,
check
look, Roxy, look at that. What is he on Windows 98? Now he's clear.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to plug into my?
No, I love when you get. It's
no
like
one knows. No one on this earth knows what you're saying.
When he gets real angry, though, it gets even worse.
He's like,
let me ask you this, Roxy. Can you hear me, Roxy?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Are you on a laptop right now?
Did he ask if I was on a laptop?
Yes.
Yes.
How are you plugged into a landline?
Say it again.
It's so bad.
He asked me if I was plugged into.
He tried so hard, and I give him so much credit because he texted me the other day. He's like, "I'm going to try to get it working and get it going. I'm going to work on my desktop." And I was like, "Good." And he plugged it in. I was like, "Oh my god, it looks good." And then the internet said, "Fuck you, Mike."
Mike, if you can hear me, you look clear, so I think you can. I have internet issues all the time. I'm the you of like my so I feel you. It's so frustrating.
The problem is, can you hear me? Am I okay right now?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So usually I use my desktop and I can plug my landline into that. But the camera's not the best because the computer support you.
It's on a delay, which is even better. It's like it freezes, like max headroom. It just freezes completely. You try.
You're back. You're back.
I hate this. I fucking hate this. I hate
Look,
this.
I feel for you.
Yeah, me
Look,
too.
I've gone through my fits when it's been muted for capes and cows. I've gotten mad, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels good when it's happening to someone.
Oh, it's the best when it's happening to somebody else, but when it's you. There was one time for World Girls where my internet had been like on and off for so much. And Drina and Steph were like joshing with me and giving me a difficult time. I did not think it was funny. I was up to fucking here.
Yeah.
And then my AC kicked on, and they're like, "Oh, we can't hear you over the AC." And I was like, "Do you want me to just fucking turn off the AC? Do you want me to stop the AC?" Just like flipped out, left.
Yeah.
It's just the worst. It's the worst.
It is the worst. It is worse.
You become the villain.
It's just
Yeah.
in this
Easily.
day and age. In this day and age.
He's trying so hard.
He's crying over here.
He's trying to make one point. The internet's not letting them do it.
What happens in this day and age, Mikey? What happens?
Mike is officially on. He's TikTok.
That means he's coming back.
No, he's not. He's out. Remember when he gets pissed? When he gets pissed, he remember when we did that we had the Schmodown match the one time when it was and he got knocked out. It was him and Shannon's first date. He talks about
in the hallway in the back afterwards when he like flipped.
No, that was at a live event. No, when he was competing, it was before he turned heel, but it was JTE and Rachel Cushing and Mike at a triple threat, and he just didn't have a good performance, and he just walked off the set and he was gone, just left the arena. So he does. It was absolutely
Mikey Ghoster.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
That was so. What was the final thing he said? There's the one thing that
he was just trying to make a point. The poor bastard. He was just trying to make a point, like that. He just wouldn't let him do it, no matter how hard he tried. The internet said nope.
It felt like on purpose. The internet kept pausing in the exact. Wow, that's so good.
Oh, so I'll tell you what. The chat was on fire.
On fire.
Listen, look.
Fire.
Use hand signals. Someone said. It was so good.
It was so good.
That was one of the best moments ever on the show. Oh my god, it was so good.
Poor thing. And like I'm sure he is sitting fuming.
He's so mad. He's so mad. But he doesn't realize that's the thing with him. He doesn't realize that he just put out like that bit was just incredible and just added one of the best bits to the damn show.
Oh man. I don't even know how you're gonna clip that out because it's like 4 hours long.
And I'm gonna see if he's gonna come back. Should we ask him?
Oh my god.
Let me see if he's coming back. I hope he's coming back.
You got to do what you did for me, for him. You got to get him better help because he needs it.
I wrote coking back. I shouldn't
oh
have
my god.
Coming back.
Guys, send in super chats and support for Mikey's journey.
Yeah, you know what? What I'll make the chat a promise because Mike and Roxy and everybody's been complaining about how the Friday show always wins.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I guess Thursday and Friday. But people on the chat, you guys are complaining about it. About Friday, not this chat, but the text chain, I should say. So prove them wrong. And if Mike, even with Mike, if he's gone and doesn't come back, even if they win this week, I'll still give Mike the win. So let's get Mike the win.
Yeah.
Let's get him
I
a win.
think he needs it.
I think he needs the win. That was hilarious. Oh my god, it was hilarious.
So good.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, I love that he left. I think that
I don't think he meant to.
No, I think he did.
You really think he's not?
Yeah, I think he meant to leave. Yeah, definitely.
Tell me what he says in a response to you.
He didn't even write back. That's how I know that he left on purpose.
I am good thing I didn't put on mascara because my face is soaking wet right now.
It's so great. Oh my god,
Wow.
it's so good. All right, you know what? Let's just do TV, and
Yeah,
then we'll
sure.
and then we'll get
It's
into
great television. He'll
Yeah.
be here by the time we're back.
I don't know if that's true, but what we'll do is we'll do the TV, and then we'll get to the questions. And if Mike makes it back, he makes it back. If not, it's still an incredible ending to that bit. All right, so let's start. Roxy, I did it this way. We're gonna go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks today.
No.
Okay? Yeah, 5. I thought. Right?
No.
More than 5.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
5,
no.
6.
6.
If I'm missing one. Which one am I missing?
I don't know.
Well, whichever one I'm missing, I'll find it.
Okay.
Let's start with this one. Go ahead, and I'll look.
Abbott Elementary, I've shouted out so many times, but I wanted to give a specific shout out this week because while I did not watch last night's episode, last week's episode was the crossover with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is one of my favorite shows, a top 5 comedy of all time for me. And I was wondering, like the rest of the world, how the hell are they going to cross over these two unbelievably different toned shows? And I thought that they did it, chef's kiss, perfectly. If you are an Always Sunny fan and you don't watch Abbott Elementary, I highly suggest watching this episode. I heard Rob McElhenney say he's really nervous about the people who watch this, and they're like, oh, I should check out It's Always Sunny, thinking it's like Abbott Elementary, and It's Always Sunny is like the most vulgar, vicious show of all time. But the crossover was so great. So I was very happy about it.
Okay. Next one is another show you've been talking about often.
Silo had its finale. It was the greatest finale. It left us with so many questions, but it also gave us some answers, just like the season 1 finale did. I love that this show does it, where it closes some doors, but then opens a ton more. It is going to be 4 seasons. They have announced that. It is based on books. So we know this show is not meandering. We know that this show is not confused. We know that they have an end game. And because of that, we're at the midway point, and I could not be more excited. I don't want to give any spoilers, but the people that we saw in the last scene, we've heard are announced for season 3 as regulars. So that gives you some ideas of what they might be doing for the next season. I'm hoping that in season 3, we get more of Rebecca Ferguson merged with her old Silo, because I love the interactions they have. I have the theory that Rebecca Ferguson, I don't want to give spoilers, but I have a lot of theories. I'll be talking to you guys about it at different moments once you guys are all caught up. But really great job.
Okay. Next one.
Have you heard of The Pit, Kristian?
The only reason I think I did is because I saw Brad Gilmore interviewing him, and I think that's what they were talking about.
So I saw Jeff Snyder tweet out, or no, it was in his newsletter, which I think is fucking amazing. If you guys aren't subscribed to his newsletter, it's legitimately how I get all my news. It's so great. But he was talking about The Pit, and I never hear him talk about procedurals. I was kind of like, medical drama. Why would this be on his list? And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, this is a Noah Wyle show. This I'm kind of interested, and I love ER, I love Grey's Anatomy, I love hospital dramas. But the cool thing about this is it's kind of like 24, where it's 12 episodes and it's 12 hours, a 12-hour shift, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the ER.
Okay.
And so we're watching things fold out in real time, and it's in the ER. So it's very high stakes. I also have just binged all of the Chucky movies. So Fiona Dorff is the other star of the show. I love Fiona Dorff, which is Brad Dorff's daughter. Great cast, really cool premise. If you like medical dramas, this is it at its highest form.
Okay. I mean, still, there's
it's
good
15 episodes, huh? That's interesting. I thought it was
recommendations. All right.
All right. Did you know that Jerry Springer dropped this 3-part docuseries?
I did. I didn't. I don't know how. I don't know if it's because the chat told me or something. But I was aware of it. Is it any good?
So it's 3 episodes, fights, camera, action.
Yeah.
And I, growing up, was a big Jerry Springer fan. I used to watch Jerry Springer. And actually they talk about how why they started doing that, which was cool. But this was a really upsetting watch.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was going to be very fun.
Yeah.
And it's about kind of about how this really messed up society. And I didn't know about this. I guess a lot of people do. There was a murder after the shows.
Yeah, that I know.
And also just kind of what the producers used to do to these people who were living relatively normal lives. And then their lives were destroyed after going on the show. It was so sad. And I was like, oh,
that's
bummer.
Terrible. Yeah.
But it didn't make Jerry Springer look bad. That was an interesting distinction that the show continued to make, was Jerry's a really sweet, nice guy. But it did go into his arrest or his scandal as well, with the hooking up with a couple of contested people on the show.
Okay.
So, I thought it was a really interesting watch, but it was kind of a bummer.
Oh, it sounds like it. All right. Here's another one.
Harley Quinn, the animated series, dropped its first episode of season 5. Y'all are always out here talking about how I don't talk about animation, and it's true. I don't watch that many animated shows other than Has Been Hotel and Harley Quinn. Those are my 2 favorites. Harley Quinn is the number 1 for me. I'm just so obsessed with this show. The first episode back was great. I love what we're doing. I love leaving Gotham, going to Metropolis, kind of putting Harley and Ivy in a new setting. Really fun. I love that this show has the ability to do what a lot of live action shows and movies don't, which is, we get drop-ins from Superman and Batman and all of the people that you want to see from the DC, and they're just excellent. And Harley and Ivy's relationship is so stinking cute.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm really about this, and I hear season 5 is amazing, and the first episode really was.
Okay. Let's see next one, last one.
Severance had its premiere, and we've been waiting years, and it started off, some people are saying very slow, but I thought it started off very intentional. I loved this episode. Kind of brought us back in. Just for you guys who are watching, I really believe that Helly is her outie, and that is my theory on this season, that she is in there as her outie based on a couple of different things she did. But man, it's always, when it's on, it's always gonna be my favorite show on television. I can't wait to see the rest of this season. I'm loving that we have a few new cast members. I was bummed to not see Patricia Arquette in the first episode, but she's been doing press, so we know that she will be in the season. What's going on with the little kid in this? So many questions, but just excellent, excellent show.
Yeah, I haven't. How many episodes are there right now? Just one?
Of this season. Yeah, one.
Okay. You know what I've been watching? Right, that show. I was gonna watch it last night, the first episode, because much I loved the first season.
Yeah.
And I was gonna watch episode 1. But I've been watching The Agency with my wife, the Fassbender show.
Yeah.
Have you watched that yet?
No. Is it good?
I like it a lot. Yeah, it's slower. It's definitely slower, but it's we've been watching it right before we go to sleep, so it's a good show. Just kind of just chill out with, but it's very. I think complex is probably the right word. There's a lot going on, but it seems to all kind of interweave and then start to make sense as the episodes continue.
Cool.
All right.
You think I'd like it?
I do think you'd like it. Yeah.
You think I should check it out? Oh.
Yeah, I do think you'd like it. I think you should check it out for sure. I mean, it's got a hell of a cast. I mean, Jeffrey Wright, Michael Fassbender, Richard Gere. Who's the dude? He was just in September 5th. He's in tons of shit. You would know him. Oh, it's got Jodie Turner-Smith. It's got a really stacked cast. So,
okay.
Anyway, all right. So this is a good sign, Roxy. So yesterday, going into the question section of the show, Roca had 20, and he wound up hitting 73. You going into the questionnaire right now, you're at 42.
Yeah, good. But sometimes, I mean, we can't take our foot off the gas. Mikey needs this.
Mikey needs this, and he's not. He told you he's not coming back.
I'm texting him right now.
Not answer. He's not gonna answer you back. I know him too well. He got frustrated, didn't like that we were laughing at him, and bailed. I guarantee you. Corey Smith. Will Sam ever be on the live show or podcast? I actually asked her today. The reason why she it's hard for her to do is because we've been scheduling out. We either watch movies to get the MCU movies at 6:00 or at we have 3 times. It's either if she can get here 9:30 or 10 in the morning, we do that. Sometimes she does 3:30 or 4, and then other times 6:30. So yesterday, I think it was. What time did she get here? Yesterday was the morning. But Either way, it's hard
so
for
hard because you have to prioritize
Yeah.
the watch-alongs.
Well, it's
and it
also
makes
hard
it-
1:00 for her, but she did say that she could try to do it, and she said, and I gave her an option if she wanted to do a Wednesday, which is when I have like a lot of free days, or a day with Roxy, and she said she wanted to do one Roxy. So
Yeah, let's go.
So we'll find a Tuesday that we'll do it. Okay.
I could try to do a Wednesday.
You can? Okay.
I can try, yeah.
He
if
used
we
to do
schedule it.
Wednesday anyway, so yeah. All right. Christopher Brickner, from 20 to 25, Lucasfilm made one film. Did they? Oh, 0 were Star Wars. There you go. That's right, Indiana Jones. The Predator franchise will have 3 films by Dan Trachtenberg. This film, Lucasfilm, outpaced by the Predator franchise from Dan. Yeah, I know. It makes no sense, and it also makes no sense how that's allowed. I don't understand that. Go ahead, Ross.
I mean, I totally hear this, but I don't think the more movies, better. Like,
No.
I would be stoked if Lucasfilm had made one great Star Wars from 2020 to 2025, even if Predator had 3 movies.
Right, but they didn't make any.
But they didn't, right?
Right. So it's like that would be a valid point if it was like, okay, look, yeah, they made one movie, but the movie was awesome. It was
Yeah.
great. Then sure, but
So
they have
being
a plan.
outpaced wouldn't bother me,
No.
but you have to be at a pace.
Right.
0 is no pace.
Right, and it's also coupled with the how many do we want to count on both hands of how many times cool directors or cool writers were attached and then dropped out. Like it's just so it's a disaster. Mike Joyce, I hope Mike doesn't get arthritis or have an aneurysm from angry tweeting the next 4 years. I wonder would he join Truth Social just to shitpost. Well, we won't know because Mike got angry and jumped off the show. So
I honestly, as a friend, if he joined Truth Social, I would step in and check on his mental health because I think that would be so bad for his habits. I think he would just. I think that would be a lot for him. Poor guy.
Roman Fedorak. Hey, Rox. Hey, Mike. We'll let him know you said hey. Hope you guys and the fams are doing well today. Thank you. Kristian, you say Rox and Roka debate Yellowstone. I say you and him debate Transformers. Nah, because he just has the same argument over and over again. Well, it made $1 billion, so something was right about it.
Wait, that's the same argument with Yellowstone. He watched 1 season. She can't act. Why? She can't. What?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, so I'll put you guys on like to me, the Transformers franchise stinks. But
I haven't done a show with Roka in so long, and I love hosting with Roka.
I gotta get you on there. Roman Fedora. Just because you are such a fan of Transformers, and I want to hear Roka try to defend the Bay films, he'll do it. He's a good talker. He's a very good talker, and he'll convince himself that his points are right, even when they're dreadfully wrong. And that's the case with this. Those movies are, and people defend that first one. I mean, that's usually what I hear is I was like, oh, I don't like all of them, but I like the first one. The first one's not bad. The first one's shit. The first one's dog shit. Bumblebee is really good. Transformers 1 is amazing. The rest of them are farts on a platter.
I still haven't seen Transformers 1.
It's really good. Javier Reyes, 405. I'm enjoying your reactions with Sam. I was wondering, have you considered watching Black Widow just before Infinity War, since it takes place before, just to suggest it? I did consider it. I did consider that. The problem is you got to watch that.
What order are you watching in release?
Release, yeah. And the only reason I thought about Black Widow right before Infinity War, the only thing I couldn't do is the post-credit scene. There's like a post-credit scene that gives away something. So I didn't realize it because for some reason on this TV, when I go to, or I guess it's on Disney Plus on the internet, I went to go find both post-credit scenes for Ant-Man, and I missed one. I missed the Wasp scene. So I think that do you remember the post-credit scene, Roxy, when Michael Douglas shows her the costume of the Wasp at the end?
Okay, yeah.
I totally missed it. So I think what
that happens to me. Oh my God, it's the worst thing for when we do that for RR and people get on me. But I try to play all the way through, but sometimes it goes to the next thing. Yeah, it just happens.
So what I think that I'd actually be able to do that it makes sense to do is that there's not a lot of things that happen in the other movies that would hurt us doing it this way. I'm just going to watch that post-credit scene right before we start watching part 2.
What's the biggest flub that you've made since you started doing reactions?
Oh, the Guardians. I told you about that.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Horrible. was the worst. It was the best. Well, it used to be the best reaction we ever did. Civil War is pretty damn good, and that one I got.
Oh, good.
Civil War was great. Civil War was great. I'll only give one. I'll give one spoiler, which people will be looking forward to seeing. Someone in the comments wrote, "It's like I want to watch the Civil War thing just for when they show the Queen's part to see Sam's reaction. It's amazing when they show Queen's. So
That's great.
It's great. She reacted to Civil War just how I thought she would.
That's awesome. When are you dropping it?
Friday. So the goal is if I have enough, if I have just enough in the can from us shooting, I want to do Tuesdays and Fridays, right? If I don't, I'm just going to do Fridays. But right now we have Tuesdays and Fridays. If I have more than enough, I'm going to do Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Oh, cool.
So right now we are planning. She's coming in here today for us to shoot Doctor Strange, which was hilarious, by the way. At the end of our reaction to Ant-Man, I go, I think the next one up is Guardians 2. And she's like, ooh, because she loved Guardians 1. So then I go, oh, no, actually, no, it's Doctor Strange. She goes, who's Doctor Strange? She's like, no idea. No clue. It's the best.
He's the only MCU character I just don't like.
I know. I remember you don't like that movie, but I'm curious how she's going to feel about it. I wonder how she's going to feel about it. But so that one is next. So we're filming that today. So, and then potentially we're filming on Wednesday, tomorrow also, and then Friday. So if we're filming 3 more days, then I'll definitely put up Doctor Strange on Saturday, and then I think it's Spider-Man or Guardians on Tuesday. So we've got a lot. We're going, and I think that what I'm going to do. People asked me if I was going to watch the TV shows. There's no way I'm watching all of them, but I think there's some that like are crucial that she has to watch. Like, I think Loki season 1 and season 2, she's got to watch. I think WandaVision, she's got to watch before Doctor.
So you're going to do reactions per episode?
No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her come in.
Her homework.
No, I think I'm going to have her come in.
I'll stop guessing now.
That's okay. I'm going to have her come in on, like, let's say it was today and tomorrow. We would watch 3 because there's only 6 episodes. So I would watch 3 with her today, 3 with her tomorrow, send off the footage and cut it like a big, huge movie and just do, and people can watch the whole season.
That's fun.
I don't want to do episode by episode. I don't think A, I don't think people would want to see that. And B, I don't want to do that.
Do you know what my biggest flub is so far?
Lord of the Rings.
No, bigger.
No? What?
We were filming A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And we had watched 1,
Oh,
2.
Wait. Look at this. Look at this, Rox. We got him back.
Is it because I texted that I missed you?
Right, this fucking bullshit.
It's the best.
I can't fucking stand this bullshit.
Do you know that was one of the best moments in the show, maybe ever? What'd you do? Replace the
I went back to the old fucking hard drive on my Mac here.
Oh no!
Shitty connection.
He froze again.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Hey, Rox, you got to play it.
I cannot right now with him. I could not. I saw the look in his eyes, and I didn't want to lose him again.
Looks like he's ready to murder a cat.
No, I was not willing to lose him again.
And I have to go into work after this.
I'll play 9 out of 10 times, but when I just saw Mikey's face and he was about to leave, I had to.
No, when I clicked off you guys, I wasn't not coming back.
Oh,
I
it's hilarious.
threw my fucking MacBook.
That's what I said. I said I think you were gonna come back.
I thought you were done.
I'm
Luke,
coming back. I was
wrote,
sitting here putting this shit together.
Luke he wrote me and he sent me a thing for you to get. I texted it to you.
Yeah, I got that. So
right, good.
So with
That'll
that thing, I'll put that in, and that lets my my landline go to my MacBook.
That'll help.
I'm just worried about that for you because when I connect with the cord to my Wi-Fi, it's worse. So I only go off Wi-Fi now.
Just try. You always try it. And you can always return
Steph
it.
does that, and it's better for her.
Yeah,
so
you can always return.
I'll try it.
Go ahead, Roxy. Tell us your moment, and then we're gonna move on.
Oh, I had watched Nightmare on Elm Street 1, the original, and then 2, and then we meant to watch 3, but instead I clicked on A Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake.
Oh yeah, I saw this video. Yeah,
and we didn't know until the end. And right. I just kept being like, it's so weird that they're not addressing that some of them are the same names. And like, it's just funny. Like, this is so strange that this is.
Did you guys release that?
Yes.
Oh, you did release it. Okay.
It was unbelievable. When Greg walked in at the end and we had to tell him what we did, because I started looking it up and I was like, wow, wait. And then it comes
Did
together.
you ever wind up doing the original?
Yeah. Then we went back and did everything.
So he made out like a bandit on that one. That's great.
Yeah, but it was so bad, stupid.
It's hilarious. All right,
So
next
stupid.
one. Armada, I really think Jude Law deserves a nom for The Order. I didn't see The Order. Did you guys see that one?
Either, no.
I did it.
But I mean, he's great. He's great. So this is. I didn't even watch. I gotta go back and watch Shrinking. Joe Frisbee. The Shrinking finale killed me, but the lack of trigger warning at the beginning kind of spoiled it for me. Thanks, Sugar. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know. Thoughts on trigger warnings for adult-oriented shows? Oh, when they list something in the beginning. Love y'all. I miss Brett. Brett should be back. He's not feeling good. He should be back next Thursday. I talked to him today. Yeah, I don't like when they do the trigger warnings either.
It didn't spoil it for me because not all things have that. For what I know, what you're talking about, because I saw this finale. I think that it's important to do for like epilepsy stuff.
Yes,
There's blinking lights, of course. But when it's for content purposes, like DV related things or mental health related things, domestic violence, then I don't think it's necessary if it's an adult show. But some people would say it is, and to them I would say, okay. Like I don't.
No, you're not going to fight against it, right?
But Rox, what is isn't that the whole point of a rating system?
Yes.
I think it's more about they're trying to be they're trying to be helpful to specific people's trauma. So like if a suicide is featured or a domestic violence issue, and that would be particularly triggering to somebody's scenario, they state like exactly what it is at the beginning. Like if you have, this might be triggering to whatever group of people. That's why to me, I think that that's not on them to know what is triggering to the audience. That's why I don't think they should do that, except for epilepsy, which makes perfect sense. If there's a lot of blinking lights, then
right.
Next one here, and this is Connor Mullis. What's up, Connor? Roka saying Transformers isn't dead because the old movies made $4 billion is like saying the Cowboys will be good this year because they won championships in the 90s. It doesn't mean anything. 1,000%, Connor. You are the.
Hey, man, I love Roka, and I'm the same way with G.I. Joe, man. But after 3 movies, and they still can't knock it.
They can't get it. They can't get it. It's like, he always makes the point that
I know
it made billions of dollars. So silly. Go, pal. Some support. I missed the live yesterday when I went up early. Yeah, we had to go. We went up at like 9, and again, as much as I like breaking Roga's chops, Roga saved the show yesterday because he was able to. He woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do the show. So, because that was one of the things Roxy, as I was saying, we shoot with Sam. Sometimes she can only come in at a certain time. It's right around the time that we shoot the live show. It was like 12 o'clock.
Oh, you shot at 9 your time?
Shot at 9 my time.
So he didn't wake up at 6. He was filming by 6.
He was filming by 6. So he helped the show out yesterday. So it was a baller move.
I kind of hope he gets the bonus this week.
I know. That's why the fact that he did 73 questions at that time in the morning when a lot of people were sleeping was pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
Jake, hey, Kristian, I know you're a pizza purist, but if you had to pick between Little Caesars or Frozen Giorno, what would you go with? Frozen Giorno.
Huh.
Yeah. You know what's got a good. What are you doing over here?
I have to blow my nose.
Fix your fucking mic, Harloff. What's the matter? Piece of shit mic, huh?
It's true.
You can't hear you.
I'm about to tell you. You're frozen again, Mike.
Shut your mouth.
You know what I actually. Would
bring your fucking neck, Harloff.
You're like Elsa. I would actually pick the frozen pizza, but the frozen pizza that's really good is Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has a good frozen pizza. Roxy won't care because it has cheese on it, but it's really good.
I love pizza without cheese.
No,
I'm sorry, what?
No, don't get into this, Mike. It's a bait. It's bait.
Do you want to know what Steph said to me the other day? Because she doesn't eat cheese anymore either.
Whoa.
She literally was like, "You were right. Pizza without cheese is good." And I was like, "I know."
No.
Because you just gotta fully load it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'd be putting all the veggies, all the meat.
No, Rox,
just let it go. I told you, Mike. It was bait. It was bait. Mike
And
Joyce.
the spicy honey. Mike's hot honey.
Hey, Mike. That doesn't sound good. Mike Joyce, what does Roxy think of the Brutalist controversy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yes.
Why don't you ask Mike what Mike thinks about the Brutalist controversy?
I asked both of you guys because I want to see. This is another. So to surprise no one, Roka and I were on opposite sides. You guys can guess who picked which side. Roxy, the controversy is essentially that one of the editors of the Brutalist had said that they used AI twice. One to like touch up like a few like scenes and stuff in the background as far as visuals, but the other one that is getting the talk of the town is that I think is it Hungarian? No, I forget what the accent is, but whatever the accent is, Adrian Brody and a couple of actors didn't hit it all the way, so they used AI to basically the editor is of that descent, used his voice, touched it up to help Adrian Brody sound like he was nailing it, right, for certain things. So the accent was changed, so it sounded like the actors were just straight on using the accent perfectly. So the debate is, should that hurt the Oscar choices? One of us said yes, it should hurt the choices. One of us said no, it should not.
Obviously, Roka said it should, and you said it shouldn't. 100%. Because
100%.
You're both wrong. I said that it should hurt. Roka said it shouldn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're making a joke, right?
No, swear to God.
I'm flabbergasted.
Swear to God. Swear.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Roka, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Roka said it shouldn't count against it.
Here's my thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's tough because I don't feel it should hurt Adrian Brody's chances, only because he didn't know.
Yeah, but it's still
he showed up on set doing his best work. The editor did this. So I think that's a tough one because he's kind of getting a lot of flack for it. I'm kind of seeing, but it's like if he had no choice. But if he had said, "Yeah, go ahead, touch it up," like film is an imperfect medium,
right?
It's never going to be perfect. And
I don't think Adrian Brody. Well, Mike, I
don't
don't think Adrian Brody did anything wrong. But the question is not. That's not the question at hand. The question is like, so when you're watching it on screen, and we don't know how much of the accent was used. It could have been, maybe 3 minutes that didn't affect the performance at all. Could have been 45 minutes, right? So regardless of if he knew or not, if you're watching that performance and you're watching it without the AI, would you vote for him or would the accent take you out of it? Is my point, right? In the same way, like if they had AI.
Kristian, what do you think about when somebody is nominated and they're partially CG'd?
We had that conversation. You look at like the Andy Serkis conversation, right?
Yeah.
But that's different. His performance, his voice, all that stuff. I mean, his performance and his face and all those things are moving, but he's moving through the animation from the second it starts, from the second, that it's not changing the inflection of his voice, the accent. It's not the second I see him as Caesar, that's the way it is consistently from start to finish. And when I'm watching someone do an accent, I don't know how I'd feel like. Was the accent not that bad that I wouldn't have bothered me at all? Or was it so jarring that I've been like, oh, the performance was fine, but the accent was so jarring? Like Napoleon I brought up. Like Napoleon, there's no accent there. Like what if they had AI to give him a French accent? If that was the case or whatever the hell he was. But
I think that it's silly to do that. I think it's silly that the editor did that. Yeah. Like Mikey, it is imperfect, and like I want to see real performances. That's what I like.
So should it hurt it? So should it hurt the?
So I think that they shouldn't have done that, but I think they did, and that you can't penalize somebody for something that.
Right, but the thing is, Roxy, what if the other performances would have been able to use it?
I know your opinion, but that's mine.
Yeah.
Here's the thing for me: when it comes down to it, is an industry we shut down for 100 days to fight AI, and this filmmaker is allowing it to be used in his film, disqualifies it.
Well, no, because that was the point that Roka made that I agreed with. There were during the strikes and everything else too. They didn't break any rules. This is what was allowed, and this is what was agreed upon. They didn't break any rules. They did what was legal.
I'm not saying it's legal or not legal. I'm just saying of what
I know. That's what I'm saying. So you think you should be disqualified, Mike?
Film is imperfect.
Right.
What you shoot with, yes, you've got the tools of the filmmakers to do, but AI it's a tool in the sense that it steals from any other thing that, like he says, he used it to fix a background. Well, they should have hired a digital artist to go in there and fix the background, but he didn't.
No,
so someone lost
easier.
their job.
Right. It was because it was easier and saved money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I am 100%.
You're with me.
Anti-AI.
You guys are saying two different things. Mike thinks that it should be disqualified.
Oh, I don't think it should be disqualified.
Right.
I don't think you should be able to offer awards because now the film.
Oh no! I guess I'm not
saying two different things.
I guess I'm not really. I mean, look, if they said that because of it, well, that's the thing, though. If they follow the rules, then no, they shouldn't be disqualified. But I do think that if I'm a voter, it's hard for me because I go, okay, well, wait a minute.
It would definitely influence my vote for sure.
Right. Well, anyway, so we don't really have a clear-cut answer to that. Mike Joyce, Roxy, how's your butt problem that you mentioned on the We're on the world,
Uh-oh.
girls. What kind of butt
What's
problem
this?
you have?
Mike, I hate when you do this, and I've told you a million times. Like what I talk about on one show, and then when you bring it over to another, I think it's so lame. I hate when people do this.
Why? It's a,
Just because like what I talk about on my own show is so
Oh.
different than what I will talk about here,
Oh.
like with my people and my audience, as opposed to like I feel like he does this all the time, where he'll bring up something that I'm like, but that's not what I talked about here. Like talk to me about things I talk about here. I like Mike, but that annoys the shit out of me.
Okay.
I will tell you because he asked, and I'm not somebody who's not going to talk about something that somebody airs out my tea. But I got a steroid injection for my autoimmune disease, and it ended up as a big issue. It took out an entire chunk of my ass. So there's like a hole this big on the side of my butt. It's really painful and brutal, and it hasn't grown back. And they say it could take up to 3 years. And I found on TikTok, this happens to a lot of people where they don't go deep enough with your steroid injection or whatever it is. And it's really odd. Like, what the fuck do I care? You know, we just lived through fires and whatever. There's a chunk of mass
body.
My body. So it is annoying the piss out of me. But I was telling Steph on air that there's part of it feels like it's growing back. It's like rock hard inside right now. Yeah. It basically what it does, steroid eats at all the fat. So like it's like a baseball size hole that's bright purple. And now in the middle of that, there's white that's really hard, which makes them think that it's starting to grow back.
Oh wow!
But it's been like so bizarro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know it is so weird feeling.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm sorry. It'll get better.
I thought he was just talking about like you had the poops or something.
No, I have like and the only reason I don't talk about it is because I have to explain the whole.
It's the whole thing, right? I get it. You're right. Like you can't just say I have a hole in my butt. It's like, yeah, of course you do. Everybody does.
The first thing I did, because it was nighttime when I found it, and I was really scared. I thought that it was wrong. Yeah. I called my brother, fucking cry. I'm like, I have a hole in my ass, and he was Rock, honey, everyone has that. And I was like, no.
Right.
I have a hole.
Oh, well, it'll get better. I promise.
Thank you.
Jake, Kristian, do you have any full-length watch-alongs of your MCU reaction with Sam? I'm hoping maybe in the future. So I've been. Thank you. So many people are asking me this. I am glad that people are asking me this. I'll continue to keep answering when people tell me this. So as I've mentioned, I'm going to stop saying that I'm a one-man operation because that's not really true. I got both Luke and PLD who have been helping me out with everything. Luke helps me out so much with a lot of these things, and PLD has been the man since the day we started this channel.
We all know what you mean, though, Kristian. It's you. Like you are the.
Well, so I have the majority of the things that I do. I can't give the full reactions to Luke because he's got his own channel he's running and doing it. PLD can only do so much. I have to take the full reactions. I have to put like a time code to them, and as much as it doesn't sound like it's that much, I have a whole bunch of them just waiting to go. And when we do put them up there, it's going to be like a river of these things that just hit. You can get them on Patreon. You can get them if you're a member. So if you get either one, members or patrons will be able to get this. And when we start releasing them, you're going to get them kind of fast and furious. There's going to be a ton of them. So you'll get them soon. All the full reactions without the footage and stuff, you'll get them soon. Okay, so here is the next one. So far, you guys got 59. You're almost going to beat Roka at 73. Evil John Madden. I love Mike. Can he be on every show? His truth and no holding back is refreshing.
That's right. You take that, Harloff. My truth is refreshing.
We'll see how long you're on Evil John Madden's side. He'll say one thing to you.
Gravestone.
Yeah.
My truth is refreshing.
Evil John Madden will say one thing and Mike will start cursing at him. Ewok, I want Tony Gilroy to direct the next Bond film. Me too.
Okay, a good choice.
A great choice. He'd be great. He'd be absolutely great. They got to get their shit together. Evil John Madden. Love the shirt, Kristian. Thank you. I have a Road Warriors shirt. That's great. Best tag team of all time in no order. Heart Foundation, Road Warriors, and the British Bulldogs. If you're a Road Warriors fan, then you're probably I'm both. I'm both Road Warriors and Demolition fan, but that's kind of like being a Yankees and a Mets fans at the same time. Because people who love the Road Warriors normally don't like Demolition because they think they were the WWF's answer to Road Warriors, but I loved Demolition as a kid, man. I really did. Okay, next question here. I doubt you guys want to answer the greatest WWF tag teams of all time. No, didn't think so. This
I want to
one,
know your answer.
I just did.
You
Demolition.
said it.
No, I know you did. I'm saying
Oh, you
wanted
were happy to hear my answer. Okay. You see that teaser for the Seth Rogen biopic starring T.J. Miller and Ezra Miller playing James Franco? Apple TV really give money to any project? Is that real?
Seth Rogen biopic with T.J. Miller?
and
That's not real.
Ezra Miller.
Roxy, look that up.
This got to be a joke. That's a joke.
That's a joke. There's no world that's real. Roxy, please look that up.
I'm looking.
There's no world.
No way.
Swoontastic is I feel like Swoontastic has told some pretty funny jokes. That's not true.
I can't even find a Seth Rogen biopic.
No, he's full of shit. That was hilarious. Go, pal. I could have sworn Kira, he's laughing his fucking balls off right now.
I got him.
Yeah, he's laughing his balls off.
He's
Go,
that
pal.
guy that like chimes in like huge anus.
Yeah, but I like
People's birthday wishes and stuff.
But I like shit like that. Like that's the kind of stuff that I would do. Like I
course
like
you
stuff.
do.
I like stuff like that where it's
I
just
love
like
when you're watching hosts that then read it and they're like, yeah, I read about that, and I
Right.
thought that it was like,
right. It's like when you put something in like that, you got my respect because that was clever. It was funny. It was stupid. I like it.
You're gonna be
pal.
laughing for days about it. Look at you.
100%. No, I don't. Not anymore. You're the comedy of this show today. There's no one's beating what you did today.
no.
All we
Go,
need
pal.
to throw in is me when I leave here to get run over by some lady in a wheelchair.
That was the best. Those two moments. I mean, that was the best. Roxy, I wish you could have been there for that.
I don't know what
It was
you're
in
talking
it was in Anaheim at Star Wars Celebration where this
Oh.
lady almost ran over Mike with a wheelchair. It was the best. Go, pal. I could have sworn that Kira is about a head taller than Natalie, though I do see the resemblance. Kira is about 12 when they shot Phantom Menace. Yeah. They definitely have they have resemblance.
Are they not the same age?
I don't think they are. No, I think
Natalie Portman's older.
I think, but not by much.
No,
Not by much. But I think Natalie's like my brother. I think she was born in 81, 82. And I think Keira Knightley is like just a couple of years young.
Okay, so Keira Knightley is 39.
Yeah, so I would guess that Natalie Portman's like 43, 44.
Natalie Portman is 43.
Yeah. Pete Parker, 2288. I'm kind of tired of them using the world between worlds, and I wish they would just move on. The episode was great in season 1, but let that be it. Pete, there's one argument that I could say you were 100% right. They used it fine in season 1. They should have left it alone. Then there's the other side of it that says, you know what? I think they used it okay in season 1 after seeing what they did in season 2. They really made it work in season 2 because it'll be the third time that they used it because they used it the best so far in Rebels. But Mike, you think they should leave it alone though, right?
well, I'm just saying, just because it's so insider baseball.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to get general audiences on board, sometimes that happens. You're kind of like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roxy, you can't speak on it yet because you got to see Ahsoka.
Yeah, I don't even know because you mentioned it earlier what the world between worlds is.
You got
World
close.
between worlds.
Close. Yeah, world between worlds. You got to check. You should watch.
That's what it says. World between worlds.
Yes. You said world between words at first.
Yeah. I don't know what
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
You should check out. Are you going to watch Ahsoka before season 2?
There's a season 2 of Ahsoka.
That's what we're talking about before it comes out. What the hell you think the story was about Natalie Portman?
I didn't know where just if we were going to see her again. I didn't know necessarily. People had said they thought they were going to see her in season 1 of Ahsoka, but I thought
No,
just in
two,
future
season
stuff-
2.
No, people said they thought they were going to see her in season 1.
Really?
That's what people in the chat were saying.
Who cares anymore? All right. Richard Okatura. Hey, Roxy, sending one in for you and Mike. Question for all of you. Do you think Superman will have too many characters in it? Love you guys. Let you guys take this one. Do you think there'll be too many characters? Roxy, start with you.
Sorry, Mikey. No, I definitely don't.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that so many people are jumping on that bandwagon that there'll be too many characters when we've seen so many more characters in other movies. I think we're world building now, and I don't think they're going to be the focus. I think that they're going to be.
Hey!
What are you screaming about? He's yelling at his dogs, I think.
I'm yelling at my dog. Sorry.
That would be great if he's yelling at you. Hey, don't you talk about that about Superman.
I feel like you feel the same way, Mikey.
Yeah, I do. Sorry about that, Rox. Yeah, I just went into this the other day online, and of course I got.
You stopped me dead in my tracks.
let him go. Let him go. Let him go, please. Let him
No.
I would not. I do not want to be on the wrong side. I don't want to be your dog. Hey.
What are they doing over here? What is it? Why? Sit down. God
You're
damn
having
it.
a rough one, buddy.
God
right.
damn it, man.
I think we lost that.
How do people
Roxy,
that have kids do it? How do
don't
people that have kids do
You just
this
get
life?
old.
They're two fucking dogs.
you just get old. Roxy, finish what you're saying, and then let's get out of
That's
here.
it. I don't think
That's
there's too many characters. I think they're not all going to be the star of the movie.
All right. No, Mike, it's over. Mad Sinister
Not a
McCall.
good point.
All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, Dune comes out, 10 major characters, 3 plot lines, and an entire world, and that movie's a masterpiece. No one complained about too many characters in Dune. No, it's world building, like Roxy said. They're the supporting cast.
All right.
Shut their fucking mouths.
Hey.
Mad Sinister McCall. Beth Snyder. Baldoni allegedly was forced by Blake Lively to eat mac and cheese covered in ketchup at gunpoint. Madame Webb nominated for Best Picture. I love Mad Sinister McCall. It's great. Great takes. Yeah.
Man, I don't know if you guys have been following Blake
Baldoni
Baldoni stuff.
I mean, I was for a little bit, and then it's just like,
It's what
and-
we know. We don't know shit.
Right.
I just never. I
That's what
don't
I
think I could ever chime in on anything ever
that's
again.
what I mean. That's what I mean. So I'm like,
No idea.
yeah.
Well,
So I don't. I'm gonna wait until there's a decision. I
did
think.
you look at all the nice pool stuff?
Yes, that I did see. That apparently. Did you see this, Mike?
I did.
So like apparently the nice pool was all written. Like nice pool is essentially Justin Baldoni.
And the one thing that's kind of damning about that was like they have the logs or whatever of the Deadpool, the nice pool stuff filmed after all this kind of stuff happened. So it wasn't like they filmed nice pool stuff a year ago.
They created them after all the shit went down.
That stuff was added. So it's like,
yeah. And that does seem
It's
like
not funny because we're talking about real people's lives, but it is that part of it just does crack me up.
I mean, it does seem like that is something Ryan Reynolds would do.
Yeah.
It's on par. Dancing Dog 60. Good for taking a shot, Roxy. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, I agree.
I'm thinking
I agree.
cute or what?
I agree.
I
Stinking
feel
cute.
so awkward about it.
Yeah, whatever. I think we're gonna have another follow up story to this. I think he's gonna write back.
Okay,
You should tell the audience who it is so they tag him and let
Should
him know.
I go message him and say, "Hey, I brought
No.
you up on air today,
No.
and I told everybody I said that you were stinking cute, and then they made fun of me, and now I know not to call a boy stinking cute."
No, leave it alone. Okay, so here is the next one, and this is Dancing Dog 60. Hey guys, gang, remember Can't Hardly Wait? Fun film with a great soundtrack. What rating would you give it as a teen comedy? 8, 10 out for me. Good casting. Great teen comedy.
Love Hewitt, right?
Jennifer Love Hewitt, Seth Green,
Ethan Embry.
Yeah. 8 out
I
of 10.
don't know if I've ever seen it. I've heard of
it's
it.
so good.
1999?
98. 98.
98?
Yeah, I saw it. I was at FSU when I saw it. Yeah, that to me is definitely an 8 out of 10 as well. I love that movie. It's really good.
I love that, and
You
at the
did
time
Seth
that and
Green?
Go.
You said it's Seth Green.
I think so. Ethan Embry's, I think, the lead.
Yeah.
Christian, is that what you said?
Seth Green's in it too, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I was just rewatching and I told you I was rewatching our interview with him
yeah,
and
you told
Brecken,
me, yeah.
and I forgot when Brecken walked in the room. The first thing he sits down, and you're like, "Oh, we've got these 2 big stars," and you're doing your intro, and Brecken just goes, "I just swallowed my gum."
That's great. Yeah, Spoontastic was definitely taking a piss before. You see that Jake Lloyd confirmed to return for Ahsoka season 2. No, he's definitely. What's your next one? Let's see what your next one is. Crystal DW fan. How does Mikey not know about Roxy's neighbor? Because Mikey only pays attention to the stuff that he's on.
Long story short, I have a very sexually active neighbor who is extremely loud and makes it difficult for me to.
Girl or guy?
Girl. And she's recorded. Yeah, exactly. She's recorded. She's taken audio because it's like she's in her room.
I'm in my room.
She's in her room. She's just like in her room, like reading a book or whatever it is, and she could just record it as just white noise, and it's so loud. She's played it on the show.
Usually, what happens, because I don't read books, because I wish I did. I'm watching TV, and then I can't hear the TV.
It's that loud.
Yeah.
So then I'll
do you have
pause
any?
the
Do you
TV.
have any of the old audio?
I don't know. It's like so long ago.
So long ago.
I have to look through.
Yeah. Well,
and I think I've deleted most stuff because also
We
like,
have-
I'm
you
not
just want-
trying to. Nobody knows who this girl is. I would
No.
never ever.
Well, no,
But
she's never
just-
said that.
I'll be sitting in my room and I used to send it to Kristian and Brett like I can't sleep right now, and then it's just like her screaming.
Like, and there was like a dog barking.
Yes.
There's no dog. It was bizarre.
What?
It's a long story. Billy Miles, do Roxy and Mike have a top 10 for 2024? Did you guys make top 10s?
Top 10 of what?
Movies.
Oh,
I don't know if I've seen 10 movies that
that you liked. Yeah, you don't see as much. Roxy, would you do?
Not
did you
anymore,
do-
I don't.
Did you
Not
do a
since
top
Florida
10
one.
TV?
No, I didn't because I'm still watching
okay.
the movies. But I can tell you guys because I do keep. I'm sorry if they ever want to sponsor, great. But I Letterbox does not work for me.
Oh.
The app is constantly glitching. I can't keep track of it, but it does help me just keep a note of the things that I have watched. And right now, in my top 10 on there, and I haven't updated it since I've been rewatching this year, but Wicked, My Old Ass, We Live in Time, Challengers, Los Freakies, Honora, Saturday Night, Furiosa, Deadpool, Wolverine, and A Real Pain.
Solid list. There's a lot of your movies that were on my list. I think there's like 5 of them that are on my list. Solid list. Pete Parker, 2288. Mike, can I sign up for AOL Internet?
I have AOL's my address still.
I'm sure it is. I
It
know
came
it
back
is.
around because it's cool again. Now I have a Gmail, but
Dude, I had such a problem with AOL over the weekend because I haven't used it in like my account in I don't know how long. Maybe I checked in on it about a year or 2 years ago, but I never use it. And I have one. And so I was donating to some stuff for the fire. And I was, as I was doing it, I was connected to, for some reason, my AOL account. So I'm like, no. So I need confirmation and everything too. And I couldn't access it because I didn't have the password because it connected. It was the AOL is so old, my account, that it's connected to my old phone number that I haven't had in 6 years.
Oh my God.
So the only way you can recover it is to send it one of 3 ways. All 3 ways go to the phone. So I'm like, oh my, I got so desperate that I texted the old number and I said, hey, send me this code if you're getting it to your phone. And of course the person didn't write back. So I get on the phone with AOL and it was like you had to they charge you a one-time deal to get recovery. I was on the phone for 53 minutes with these people to try to get I finally got it restored, but it was so stupid. Crystal DW fan, poor Mikey. Yeah, this was during the time when your internet was going to shits. 65 guys, you're about 8 away from tying Roka. Day Napper, who's more stinking cute, Henry Cavill, Roxy, or Chris Hemsworth?
Neither of them I would describe as stinking cute.
No,
They're both like yoked manly men.
but not like, that's not really your style.
No, like you would just be like, oh, like they're like that's a dime piece or whatever. Like yeah, kind of more recently. I gotta tell you, I've been more into like stinking cute. Like
Okay,
somebody's
Like-
just kind of like a cutie pie.
so like what, Chalamet?
No, because he looks like a kid to me.
Oh, okay.
Chalamet is Steph's bae. She like
Okay.
is obsessed with
Loves
Chalamet. When I just watched the Bob Dylan movie,
Yeah.
which no, it's not top 10, but really good.
My number 3.
When he takes his shirt off,
Two.
and I don't, not to body shame anybody because obviously Chalamet people love him and he's
Yeah.
beautiful, but his body is that of a child to me. Like
Okay.
he's
You
so
don't think he's manned up yet?
no, so it feels so weird because
Yeah.
it's like his face, he's so handsome, but then like
I get it.
you look just so young.
Spidey Sensei, Mike Kalinowski. I like that.
fucking jokes. You got fucking jokes, huh?
The Lil Yankee for Mike's internet.
Oh,
Mike, you're gonna wind up. Your internet's gonna wind up winning you this week. Pete Parker 2288. Mike is the best. Get him on 5
Right.
days a week.
That's right, baby.
You kidding me? I couldn't deal with this internet for
Yes,
5
you
days a week.
could.
Your internet? I could deal with you. I couldn't deal with your internet 5 days a week. It's terrible. Richard Octora sending in an extra one for Mike. Crystal, another one for Mike's internet. Support for Mike. Go pal. PLD. Can Mike and Roka switch internet providers? GMB. One does not simply internet in Mike's apartment. That is very true.
these are amazing. Keep them
So,
coming.
so good. Go pal. Roxy, did you see The Recruit on Netflix? 2nd season coming next week.
No, I didn't. Why did you asterisk Netflix?
I don't know. Maybe he's not allowed to do it. I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can't put it in the super chat. I don't know if that's true.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
No, I didn't. Is it good? I don't know The Recruit.
Yeah, I don't know that one. Bam, 86. Kristian is a supposed lover of sci-fi. I got to tell you, every time you watch another show that isn't Foundation or Expanse, I get a little more heated. I'll tell you, when I had on Thomas Jane, the amount of people that told me that I should be watching The Expanse said it was just absolutely incredible. Both those shows I heard are great. And Silo is the other one. Roxy tells me all the time that I would love it.
So good.
Eventually, I'll get to it. Maybe. Okay. Next one. And this is GoPal. Also, for Rebecca Ferguson, check out the White Queen series. I heard good things about this, which streams on Starz. Might be her first show outside of Sweden. You guys see this one? I heard good things about it.
I think that's the one that got her noticed for Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I think so too.
She
was also
is so good.
Yeah, she really is.
She's so good.
Let's see. Mad Sinister Macau. Craziest person you ever dated. What do they do? I think I've told this story before. The one about I had to take the abridged version of it, but like the girl who jumped on my back was like slapping me a couple times, and I still went back. And then that was when we were dating. But then I saw her at a bar, and I was dating someone else at the time, and I had just gotten back from a date, and she was at this group thing. I'm actually very good friends with her now, but this was still in the midst of this. And we get there, I get to this bar, and I say to her, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, we dated a couple times. She's like, "I want to go back to your apartment," which was right around the block. And I go, "I can't. I'm seeing someone now. I can't do it." And she's like, "It doesn't matter." She's like, "It's let's go back." She was drinking. So I was like, I don't know. That's probably just not a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. And so she's really drunk, and she's like, "I'm coming back." I go, "Not a great idea." I go, "Maybe we'll go outside, and I'm gonna walk back." So she's like, "I'll come outside with you." I'm like, "I'm gonna catch a cab," and I go, "No cabs come out there." We walk outside, Mike, and right as I get there, a cab pulls up right there. I was like, "Yes." Right. And I go, "Okay, I'll walk you to the cab. The cab will take you home." She walks up. She goes, "I don't have any money." And I go, "Oh." And the guy goes, I swear to God, the guy goes, "I'm feeling really good. I had a great night. I'll take you home for free." And she goes, "No, I'm not going." I go, "Oh my God." And then she goes, "I gotta go to the bathroom." I go, "It's a great idea." I go, "It's a great idea. Why don't you go inside and then we'll talk next week." She's like, "No, I'm going to go here." I go, "In the bushes?" I go, "Homeless people don't go in the bushes. They use the bar's bathroom. What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm coming home with you." And I go, "Hold on a second," because she's like getting really intense.
Oh God.
So I go Goodfellas style. I know this bar really well. I see my friend Fred. I go, "I'm leaving." He goes, "What do you mean you're leaving?" I go, "Walk out the back." I go out the back through the kitchen, out through the alley,
God.
over the fence, over the wall to the other fence, and I walk into my apartment like I just scored a goal. Like the girl was still, she came to my wedding, but still.
She's taking a dump in the bushes still.
Yeah. She didn't take
You
a
never
dump. She
found
came.
out where she went or what happened?
Yeah, I saw her the next week. She was fine.
Oh.
She's again, I know she's nice. I wouldn't say she's not crazy, but that was crazy behavior that night. Anyway, you guys got one?
Not really.
Come on, you guy like you?
I'm selective in the people I date.
You're so full of shit. You just don't want to say that. Roxy?
Every person I've dated has been absolutely bad.
I think has there been any crazy ones?
All right. See, I shared the story. You guys didn't. Crystal DW fan. Don't feel bad, Roxy. Only animated show I watch is
Ruby.
Ruby.
It's called Ruby.
Okay. Looking forward to season 10.
People love Ruby. When I was at AfterBuzz, it was one of our most viewed after shows. And it's been on for so long. I have no idea what it's about, but people are completely obsessed with it.
Day Napper. Remember Mike, the internet killer Kalinowski? I remember him. Yeah. Crystal. Yes, we need a Sam and Roxy show. I'd be hyped for that. Me too.
Let's
me
go.
Too. I think Roxy would just interview Sam for about an hour. That's what would happen. The new. Starting my New Zealand day, I think, laughing out loud. Support for Mike and Roxy. Yeah.
What time is it in New Zealand?
I don't know. But you guys have about 15 minutes. Can you get to 100? That's the question.
What are we at?
76. You beat Roker already.
Let's go.
But I think you need to get to at least 100 to try to take out Capes and Cowls.
If you don't get to 100, you can't win the week. This we've seen.
Okay. Jack, I sliced my finger chopping onions, all thanks to Kristian saying, "What about the neighbor?" She's getting pounded lately. Excellent show, guys. Yeah, that's how Roxy and I talk.
Wait, did you really slice your finger?
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
But it's worth it for the laugh. Mike Joyce, that vid you posted of the dude is so stinking cute. Did you see that video I posted?
No.
Sadie sent.
So,
go ahead, Mike.
No, good.
Interrupt. Go ahead.
No, that's all right.
Sadie sent me a video this morning. She was on there because I bought her a treadmill for. She wanted a treadmill for Christmas, so I got her one. And this morning she sent me a video where she was on it. And dude,
That's such a nice present.
thanks.
Oh my God.
And dude was just like on her feet as she's trying to go, and she's like, "Stop it! Cut it out! Stop it! Stop it!" And he's just like, "It's pretty funny. It's on my Instagram."
See, Mike, back at him.
Alex Willis. Who's the better actor, Arnold or Stallone? Stallone. Stallone's the better actor. You're not asking action star. You're asking actor.
I know you're not because I look at Stallone and I look at I look
Ambassador to
Rocky,
Hollywood.
I look at Copland,
Tulsa King.
but then I look at. I'd rather go. So both action, you can either there. I think Stallone's got the drama, but Schwarzenegger's a better comedian. Like not comedian, but like better in comedies.
Comedy,
and that's also acting too. So it
is, but overall actor though, Stallone.
Like, what is the performance, Mike, that you think is Schwarzenegger's best acting?
But like, because drama will always get
just Schwarzenegger. What's his best acting?
Maggie.
Fuck, I don't know, man. Maggie's good.
Yeah, he's really good in that. That's probably his best acting.
Okay, and then compare it to what do you think is Stallone's best?
I actually think Creed is Stallone's best. To be honest,
Creed or Copland.
Copland is pretty damn good in.
Copland is fucking good.
Yeah. Still, I don't think it's. I'm with you, Rox. I don't think it's even a conversation. Ewok Oscar nominations are on Thursday. What nomination would surprise and please you the most? I'd love to see Hugh Grant nominated for Heretic. I need to see it.
I really want to see Demi Moore continue to get love for Substance. Yeah. Substance, it doesn't quite crack my top 10, but I loved that movie. And her performance is so vulnerable and unbelievable in it. I would love to see her. And I think if you win the Globe, you kind of have to be nominated for an Oscar. They don't do it all the time, but I think she should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she will. I think she's like a front runner to win it.
I don't think that.
That came out the other day. She's the front runner right now on a bunch of different websites.
I think she pulls it.
She pulled in ahead of somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I read it.
It must be ahead of Cynthia Erivo, if you're saying.
Oh yeah, Cynthia Erivo doesn't have a shot. She lost every award so far.
I don't think she doesn't have a shot.
I don't think she has a shot. I think that if the Golden Globes prove that Wicked is going to get shut out. I know it's international, but still, I don't think Cynthia Erivo has a shot. Bam 86. The first Bay Transformers was magical, nostalgic, and iconic. I disagree. Even with the corny stuff, you got to chill. No, the movie sucks. Optimus Prime hiding behind a house, bouncing around, and nobody notices. Morons. So stupid. Anyway, let's see what else. We got quite you guys right now. 81. Can you do it? Can you get to that 100 with 13 minutes to spare? Crystal DW fan, welcome back, Mike. Yeah,
thank you.
Back.
Thanks for all the support, Crystal.
Yeah, RQM DSMD support for Roxy and Mike. Great show. Thank you.
You rock.
Yes, people like you guys
has given so much support to my fire relief efforts.
Oh, that's great.
I'm so grateful to you.
Mike, are you going to start? Are you going to abandon Steph and join Roxy now on Tuesdays? Is that going to be your normal spot?
Normally Thursdays for this month we're supposed to be completely open. I think I texted you back in December, like, "Hey, Thursdays I'm open," but the people above me on my rosters at work suddenly like to change their days off. So I'm like,
so you're bouncing back.
Abandon is such a harsh.
Well, I think she might get Brett now.
You should text her, Mike. I've abandoned you.
Yeah, abandoned you. Left you. We called him the dirty traitor the other day. Go, pal. I only saw 13 reasons why after they cut out the thing. Did you see the original version or have any opinion about the cut? 13 reasons why after they cut out the thing.
So 13 reasons why is a TV show. I don't know what cut out the thing is. It's a show about. I watched the show. It's a show about a suicide.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're talking something about that. Maybe they had a PSA. Maybe that's when this was in the conversation.
I see. Okay.
I watched it when it first dropped, so I must have seen whatever the OG version is.
I don't know anything about it. Nerds Engage. What TV or movie made you cry? 24-25 edition. Oh, in 24-25? What made me? There's some,
Those Freakies. Oh my God. I can't rep this movie enough. Nobody is that I know is going to see this. It is the greatest. It's the guys who did Peanut Butter Falcon.
Oh, okay.
It is the most incredible movie.
Really good.
And I was like truly bawling.
I like
watching
those guys.
It's just a foreign language film, so
Okay.
not as many people are seeing it. But it is a must-watch movie, and I wept.
Does it count if it's an older movie, but it made me cry this year? No.
24, 25 edition.
Oh, but
I want to hear.
But what if I cried in 24 or 25?
No, I think it doesn't count. But I want to hear your answer.
Warrior
to that.
again.
Oh yeah, Warrior's so good.
Yeah. Nothing else. My wife says I'm so.
Mike.
Wicked.
Oh yeah.
Didn't do it for me.
Who's to say if I've been changed for the better?
The Pout Law. This week I got boinked in my butt. Now usually I dig that stuff, but not when I'm blindfolded without the proper lube. That's how injuries happen, people.
Oh my God.
There's a parody account, obviously. How come you never join on Mondays, Pout Law? I dare you. Crystal DW fan.
Maybe it's actually John.
I mean, what if it is actually him? You just do you think they ever make a sequel of It Ends With Us? No. Considering all the lawsuits and drama, I just can't see it happening. Just a messy situation. It Ends With Us. That's no. That's no way. No way. Sequel to that?
It's a bummer because this is such a loved book
Franchise.
by people that really helped a lot of people. But no, I don't think so.
No, they're gonna stay far away from that. Okay. Next one is Mike Joyce, who says, "Oh, my bad, Roxy. I promise I won't do it again."
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Day Napper, Kristian. You can be professional sometimes, but how distracting was Katie O'Brien's eyes in person? She was a sweetheart, man. I really liked talking to her when she came in. I really liked her. She was very, very nice, very open. I just wish I had more time with her. It was like a 20-minute interview, but it was.
Have you not been doing a lot of guests recently?
I think the fires kind of set things back with booking, but no, I mean you would know.
Yeah.
So no, I do have Joe Piscopo lined up, which is amazing.
Oh
That's
shit,
cool.
that's awesome.
That's amazing.
It does feel so weird. Like I was in the middle of outreach for something else during the fires, and it's hard to know like when you can. I think finally now this week is like you can reach out to people like normal.
Yeah.
But for a couple weeks, I was getting work emails from producers asking me to do things, collab on things, and I just wanted to like message everybody back.
Yeah,
like
I'm out right now. Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. I know.
Weird. And some people wouldn't even start with like, and people who don't live here wouldn't even start with like, I hope everything's okay. They would just be like, hey, can you collab?
They're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I know.
What?
I know.
What?
Charles, I've never sent in a super chat, but my freezing was so funny. Love the show. Thank you, Charles. That's amazing.
That's amazing, Charles.
You know what I'm doing for you guys today?
I probably have to cut that out and make it like one of the, because I haven't done it in a while. You know, there's that playlist I have. This is the hardest we've laughed. I have like,
I love those. I mean, I really was crying. Mike.
Me too.
So good.
I probably have to put that in there. Ryan S. Rewatched Enemy of the State. I haven't seen that in so long. Definitely
Ooh,
top
that's a good
3.
one.
It's a good one. 3, Will Smith movie for me. Thoughts on the movie and your favorite Will Smith movie?
I never saw that.
Oh, it's great.
Incredibly topical.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, that was what, 98?
Something like that. I would say Pursuit of Happiness is my
What's it
favorite.
about?
The NSA and
Yeah.
overreach and yeah.
So yeah, I think that for me, Pursuit of Happiness is the one that is probably the best as far as performance. I think goes that one.
Will
for him.
Smith performance wise, I Am Legend's really good.
That is good. And I like Enemy of the State. So I'm going to answer this next one for Roxy. The answer is no. The answer is yes for me. I don't know what the answer is for Mike, but Captain Penis asks, thought on Flight Risk. Are you going to see it?
I actually have a crazy thing to tell you about this.
You've seen it?
No, I don't even know how to necessarily phrase this. The guy, I know somebody who worked on this,
Okay.
Who's been like asking me to go to see it.
Okay.
And I had a conversation with him the other day where I was like, no. And I did watch Hacksaw Ridge because I was paid to go see it and talk about it. And I felt not good about that for literally years now.
Okay.
And so I just no, but a friend of mine did work on this in a big way and had nothing but amazing things to say. But I just can't, man.
I get it. Mike?
No.
Okay. I'm curious to see. I do like because I think Jack Quaid is in it too. I think so, but I know
It's
Mark Wahlberg.
probably excellent.
Or is it
He's a
Topher Grace?
really good director.
It's
It's Mark Wahlberg,
Topher
Topher Grace.
That's what it is. Yeah, and he is a really good director. I'm curious to see it. The Outlaw. Sorry, folks, I get excited sometimes. I get those butterflies in my tummy. I feel like I did on prom night before. Come on, Outlaw. Come on. Outlaw. You got to join in on Monday. I'm so curious to see what he would do to you. RQM DSMD support for Roxy and Mike's dogs. Fair enough.
Yeah, there they are.
Moving down the line here with 6 minutes left to spare. You guys are not too far away. Not too far away from getting.
Let's go. Keep going. Let's go.
Crystal DW fan.
Crystal is huge today.
She throws in a few. And then PLD. Roxy and Mike beating Roka would be stinking cute. Well, they've already beaten Roka. That's already happened.
I can't believe I used that verbiage. Like, why?
Why? Spoontastic. Hey, Kristian, have you ever been to LA? I'd love to see you collab with some of the guys out there. Longtime fan. He's crushing today. He's crushing.
You should come. I know you've never been here, but it would be really fun.
We think we're going to visit in the summertime.
Is it true?
Yeah, I think so.
Since they moved the Critics' Choice, I was hoping you'd be able to come.
I already didn't RSVP, so tickets are already done. Evil John Madden. Mike, you should have a backup for your computer. If it doesn't work, I suggest the cup and string method. Works about as well as what you have now. The cup and string. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, 89. Fascia Bruta. What is your opinion on the Outsider show? What is that show, Roxy?
I've heard of this. Let me look it up really quick.
All right. Following that up, Renee Reyes. Same question. I know Mel Gibson gets heat, but he is a great director. Any of you guys going to see Flight Risk? Yeah, we just answered that. Mike doesn't really have Mike. Who knows? Roxy, no. Me, probably. We'll see. The next one. Kristian, unpronounceable. Here's to get to 100. And Severance rocks. It really is really good. And RQ coming in hot. Support for Roxy and Mike again. Getting you to 91. Crystal, hope you win the week, but at least we beat Roka. There we go. RQ, support for Roxy and Mike. Go, pal. I like how Kristian preemptively clarified Sadie asked for a treadmill.
Yeah, me too.
Like that meme where the washing machine installers clarify what it was. I'm not going to go just, hey, you know what? I think you'd like this. She's like, I want a treadmill. I said, all right, I'll get you one. I'm not going to, no way. And by the way, Roxy, you see my wife. She's like,
she's hot and fit.
Yeah.
But this is just something that men do sometimes where they'll get their partner a fitness thing. And it's like,
hell no, not without asking. RQ support. And then Evil John Madden. Mike, if you break up with your lady, can I take you out on a dinner date?
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Mike.
Yes.
Do better with that answer.
Take me out on a dinner date? Yeah, but you better be able to put out. I don't go for this.
No, Mike.
What? What, Rox? What is it now? What did I fucking do wrong now?
Oh shit, he froze again, Rox.
I love my lady. I have no intention on doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, anything.
He says you better put out. Jeff Niltag, let's go. Rox and the Killer win the week. Day Napper, thank you for introducing me to. Oh, fuck you, it's magic. I'm fooling you. You don't like it. I think of it all the time. It's the best.
I do all the time.
The best.
It's an illusion. Fuck you.
Hand or pocket. Hand. Pocket. Fuck you. It's an illusion. I'm fooling you. You don't like it. Fuck you. I actually saw that guy at a bank one time. RQMD, support for Roxy and Mike. Jedi. Niltag. Kristian, I know you are hesitant with Star Wars now. I think there's a follow-up there. Have you checked the Outlaws score? Let's see. Throw it on. I should. I haven't played that one, so I don't know. Galaxy Geeks. He gets a free. You got a free super chat when you're a member for
cool.
Every month. Wanted to send some love, even if it wasn't for DC movie news, I wouldn't have heard about the Schmodown or Kristian. Thank you guys for everything. Look at that.
Kristian created DC movie news, but then we were on it, and then that brought you to Kristian.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Crystal, super sticker. Support for Roxy and Mike. Crystal really trying to push you over the edge. Roxy, you got to go.
Where are we at?
We're at 93.
No, I'm okay right now.
How much time you got?
Another 10 minutes.
Okay, Mike, you got another 10?
That's proportionate, but go.
All right, so
Let's go
let's
5. Let's do 5 minutes.
Well, right now that's the last one anyway. So super sticker right now.
Then we'll
So
be gone anyway.
So so we can sign up, but sometimes what happens is you got 93. Sometimes people want to push you over the edge. They throw some more in, and then we're here for a little bit. But that was a good show. It was a really fun show. We got a lot to talk about. Mike, I'm glad you got your computer in order. Roxy, what do you got going on this week? Got some stuff you want to promote?
Thank you. I just saw a new movie of mine called Party of Darkness. It's running the festival circuit right now. It's this bizarro horror anthology movie. It was awesome to go see, and I'll keep you guys posted on where that is. If you follow me at Roxy Stryer, you'll be able to see it at some point.
We got 2 more questions anyway, but Mike, you got something you want to talk about or not really?
Oh no, I'm just living life, enjoying everything.
All right, fair enough.
Oh yeah, that's you. Just living and enjoying.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Well, RQ asks, Mike, what breed of dogs do you have?
A Min Pin Chihuahua mix and a Pug Chihuahua mix.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was a Pug Chihuahua.
Simpson.
GoPal, did you ever see Wrestling Isn't Wrestling from Max Landis? I didn't ever see that one. I'm not. That was a long time ago when that came out, I assume. Ryan S. For the laughs. Thank you, Ryan S. 97. I'm doing 97.
That's how old Grammy is.
Yeah, I think Mike's going to be competing against himself this week. GoPal, I think Max is what led me to the schmoes in 2025, and then I went down the back catalog. Not in 2025, 2015. And then went down the back catalog. That makes sense. Yeah, because he was on back then. The schmo. Where was I? I was in Idaho when that episode aired. I remember watching live when Mark was hosting.
That was at the old AfterBuzz house.
Yeah,
because I ran into him there.
Yes, it was.
Didn't some crazy shit happen with him?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I don't think he's really doing much anymore. Paige Chowdhury, my Texas ass, love y'all. Thank you, Paige.
So
Paige has been such a. I mean, this is
Tex
one of the
Forever Street.
I will tell you this is one of the things about doing the live show. We have and Roxy's always told me this too. You get such more of a connection with the audience, and you learn so many more of them. Like there's a lot of people who commented back on the pre-tape that comment now, but there's like a cast of characters now. Like I know Paige is a name that we see all the time. We know GoPal is a name that we see all the time. Seattle KO, Crystal obviously throwing in another one here. GoPal says it's on YouTube. I guess that wrestling doc. Crystal is super sticker. But it's just really great. RQ for 100 support to Roxy and Mike. Well, they did.
I ask you this though, Kristian. Why does it say 103 starred?
That just lists all the ones that I can. If I go to starred, I can just go and read all of the.
Right, but isn't that how many we have?
Yeah, you have 105 now.
Now 105. Oh, that's the right number.
Yeah.
Oh.
It just landed, and then so we got another one.
Look
Renee Reyes. Wait. Why doesn't Roxy like Mel Gibson? Hope this on. Are you kidding, Renee? I think I don't.
You sign off on that one.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend about it the other day, who was trying to get me to go. Man,
maybe I don't know. Maybe not aware. He's made a lot of. Roxy, I'll let you answer.
He's made anti-Semitic and racist comments for years, and people who have worked with him have come forward and shared those, and he has not denied them, and he has said that he is an addict, and that is why he says things sometimes. His father is also a Holocaust denier, and when he's been asked point blank about it, he has said, I believe my father is accurate. He has not said that he does not agree with his dad. So for multiple reasons, I think he's immensely talented. I think he's, I'll never sit here and say he's not talented, but he's just not somebody that I want to support.
Sure. Roman Fedorek rocks and Mikey for the win. And with that, 106. So Steph's got a lot to. Well, Clark Wolf's coming in tomorrow, so you never know. Clark's got a shot tomorrow, but
how's her thing? Have they raised a decent amount for her?
I have to double check. She's coming on tomorrow, I think, to promote her. She's when she was in New York, we spoke about her relaunching her YouTube channel, and at first she was hesitant about it, but I think now she's going all in and doing it again. So I think she's going to promote it a little bit when she's on, and we're going to talk about that. I always like talking movies with her. She's very she's just got a very I like her. You talk about she's no bullshit,
Yeah.
So so she's on tomorrow. Thursday is Steph, potentially Brett, but most likely just Steph. Friday is going to be Mike and Winston for Capes and Cowls. And that's our show. So thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, I'm going to try to get the reactions up, the unedited ones on Patreon and on memberships. Speaking of memberships, we are doing our second live stream today at 3:30, so in like 20 minutes. So if you're a member, join us.
That's cool.
Yeah, we do 2 exclusive live streams every month for patrons and members.
Who's doing it?
It's usually the way it works is that I do it, and I think PLD is available to do it. He usually jumps on with me, but at a certain tier, if you're a member, you can join the stream with me. Like, so Wicked Art usually always joins. I'm sure he'll be there. Dom shows up a lot of times. There's other people at a certain tier, but everybody who is a patron or a member can be part of it and chime in. And so that link, if it hasn't gone out already, will go out. But that's it. Call me Jabba. Audio sounds great, but Big Bull stinks. No, he doesn't. Love you. He's the best. And then yeah, I got Ant-Man out today. Friday we have Captain America Civil War. And we'll have some more. Right now the movies are slow as far as things that are coming out, no screenings. But we'll have those tons of screenings coming out really, really soon. And that's it, guys. So thank you for being here today. Thank you to Roxy. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Mike's Internet for making the show so good today. And that's it. So we appreciate you guys very much. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Thanks for being a part of it. 107 is the number to beat for Roxy and Mike. Can they defeat Mike and Winston? We'll find out. All right. See you guys on the flip side.